Hello, Danger Nettles. Uh, how are you doing? Uh, we're back doing a content farms, and actually, the last two videos are not anywhere longer than 4 minutes. So technically, we can knock Detective Void out tonight.
What, really?
Yeah, we can.
Wait.
We got two 10-minute videos and two less than 4 minute to 4 minute videos. We can knock it out tonight.
I thought he had like way more than that.
Nope. I did check the others. It's just that the other videos are people re-uploaded it, but they didn't copy the exact description they did. They just wrote their own. So I have no way of knowing if he actually put the license in the author or whatnot. So I left that out of the rubric because I have no way to know if he fully followed everything he's supposed to do, and it wouldn't be fair to judge him on it on something he probably did or probably didn't do. Even though I don't want to be fair with Content Farms, but still, I don't give a shit.
Why are you trying to be fair with Content Farm?
I was just saying that the re-uploaded videos don't have the same description as the one he had it before.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, first SCP of the night is SCP-257, Professor William Woodward's collection of curiosities.
I'm just.
Hmm?
I could have sworn you showed us like the rubric and it had like thousands.
That was
Or like
probably
what
Dr.
felt like.
Bob or the Rubber.
Oh, someone else. Okay.
Yeah. There's not that much.
So I guess we're moving on to
Friends.
someone else next time.
Yeah. So, I actually found something interesting. It's an itch.io game that I realized would be really fun for us to do. It's because you know how we take breaks from content farms? Yeah.
I mean, should we do that when the content farm is this small?
I mean, we can. If we want to. I mean, the next ones are
It,
also small too. I decided to do smallest to biggest.
it feels kind of weird to take a break because
Okay.
we barely started and it's already ending.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
okay, never mind then. What I was gonna do was that we would play next week. We were gonna do a SP914 game. You know, the Clockwork
Oh,
Machine, where we mess around with the
Hmm.
Clockwork Machine. And the first thing we start off is a tungsten cube, and there's a whole bunch of shit we're supposed to be able to make. So it's kind of
okay.
a bit of a
That sounds.
puzzle.
I mean, I guess we can do that at some point.
Yeah, it's not like we have to do it anyways. It's not like the game's gone forever. I still got it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let me reread the name for it. Um, this is SCP-257, Professor Williams Woodward's collection of curiosities. I've actually never heard of this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Item SCP-257, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Owing to the immobile nature of 257, Site 93 has been erected outside of 257. Access to the interior of 257 is restricted to Level 2 containment and recovery personnel and above. Motion detecting video cameras have been set up throughout 257's exhibits to monitor any new biological specimens that appear. All biological specimens extracted from 257 are to be examined, logged, and removed from 257. Biological specimens are to be placed in one of Site 93's temporary holding pens for study and threat classification. If researchers identify specimens that deem worthy of of further research, personnel are to fill out Form 25712 and follow appropriate research protocols. Specimens are otherwise sent to Biosite 29 for storage and long-term care. Description 257 is an abandoned zoological garden and park located in redacted United Kingdom. The zoo itself, described as a collection of curiosities, is named for William Wordsworth, billed the greatest explorer and naturalist this side of reality 12/3.14. According to promotional materials found within 257, the zoo was founded in 1899 to educate the gentlemen and ladies of England about nature and many strange beasts encountered by explorers on their travels. No permits, building licenses, or planning permissions have been found that correspond to the location or appearance of 257. Several signs and notices indicate the zoo has been temporarily closed for maintenance, but the dilapidated appearance of the park and outdated equipment suggest that the park had been abandoned for at least 50 years. Oh, poor animals. At irregular intervals, animals will appear within the zoo confines through an unknown manner. These animals appear in the various enclosures at random intervals. Simultaneously, a handwritten manual appears in the entrance of the zoo inside the ticket booth. These guides detail the proper care and feeding of each organism and sometimes reveal information about its origin and acquisition. The animals vary widely in appearance, behavior, and classification. Many do not appear to be related to any terrestrial animals. There does not appear to be any schedule as to when these animals are delivered. Again, SC Acquisition Log W257 for a complete list of the animals delivered in the past redacted years. On redacted, the following typewritten note was discovered pinned to the entrance of 257 along with the guide. From the desk of Professor William Wordsworth, explorer and naturalist, to the esteemed gentlemen and zoological enthusiasts of the Special Containment Procedures Foundation. As you are no doubt aware by now, I have decided to trust you with my zoo and my collection of rare and exotic animals while I take leave of absence. You are straight-thinking and responsible men of science, and you will no doubt be able to look after them. After my travels through redacted, I've decided to visit the 13th moon of Inuius as the next stop on my safari. Naturalists and learned men such as yourselves will no doubt enjoy studying some of the splendid and vital creatures that I've discovered here. The viewing public will appreciate the new additions to my collection. They're like nothing I've ever seen. I cannot write much longer. My... Okay. I want to ask if is this okay to say? Because this is a British guy we're talking about, and I don't know.
Well, I need
It's
to see the word.
it's indigeny.
Did you need... Oh.
That's that would mean like of an indigenous person or group,
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea. I'll trust
Let
you.
me let me double check. Let me open window. Indigeny. Person who is native to a particular place. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Okay.
fine.
yeah.
I
In
mean, he's
particular,
still
a member of
fine.
indigenous people. Sorry, what were you trying to say?
He's still a jackass, but the term is fine.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because it's a British explorer.
Eh,
It, it's not just a British explorer, it's a British explorer of a certain time.
Yeah.
Modern explorers would probably be totally chill, but he's not modern, which is
Yeah.
the nicest way I can put it.
That's fair. Alright. My Indigenous guides and I will be up early tomorrow to check the traps. Keep up the good work. Regards, Professor William Wordsworth. Alright, so here's the 257 sample acquisitions log, 232A, as if redacted 20 redacted. Alright.
the chat is in the void in case you didn't know.
The chat? I mean, yeah, I don't usually have chat on for SCP streams.
Mm,
Yeah,
just what Rando said. So
yeah. I think I'll start turning them on during the videos, but like when SCPs and fuck, the rubric, I'll turn off. All right. Anyways, uh, January 3rd, 19 redacted. Elephas SP unknown, possibly E antiquus. 5 miniature elephants approximately 3 feet high. Guide states that I encountered these splendid animals while on a tour of the Mediterranean. Retained briefly by Dr. Redacted for study, genetic link ascertains a relation to a modern African elephant, currently stored at Biosite 29. January 6, 19 unknown. A very large decapodal invertebrate matching no terrestrial species secretes debilitating neurotoxins similar to that of a poison dart frogs. Guy notes that it can detect certain chemicals in the atmosphere and interprets it as territorial. Challenge. Highly temperamental. Currently stored at Biosite 29.
oh, fun.
Uh,
May 13th, 19 redacted. Pyogeocentris SP. A school of approximately 300 very small piranhas producing bioluminescence through bacterial symbiosis. God explains that they were procured from the para Amazon, with no further explanation given.
Cool.
Yes, I had it went quickly in my head where piranhas, oh god, it's dangerous. Oh wait, not really. I remember there was a person who stood in a pool full of piranhas, and they didn't even bite him.
Yeah, that would be that'd be Jeremy Wade, the River Monsters guy.
Yeah.
He did that
Ghostbusters.
literally in the first episode of River Monsters.
Yeah.
Most don't touch meat.
Yeah.
The reputation they have is primarily sourced from
The movies.
some, well, not just the movies, like is primarily sourced from some dickbags that captured a school of them,
Hmm.
starved them, and then showed off, hey, look at these piranhas, let's toss in this flesh. So it's like it was specifically a starved population.
That's fucked.
Yes.
Kind of like the time Disney decided to force a bunch of lemmings off a cliff to try to make that a thing. For a
Oh.
long time, people lemmings ran off cliffs because of their little Disney documentary.
Oh my.
Mm.
Oh, was I the only one who knew that? Pretend I didn't say anything. It doesn't exist. Oh, why'd my dad teach me that? I mean, hi.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the SCP. Uh, July 20th, 19 redacted. Bruno Brontotherium hatchery. An adult male Brontothere. Guy notes that make eye contact with one of these beings, spectacular as they are, is a sign of your own death notice. Currently stored at Biosite 29. What is Brontothere?
Let me open new window.
Because, like, the only mythical
Need to check this
creature
out.
I can think of that if you look at it, you die is Medusa and the cockatrice.
Uh, sorry, Random and Aaron and Hatchet. What's going on,
About the
Jerry?
lemmings.
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, these weirdos. Yeah, and you don't have to apologize. I knew vaguely about it.
I didn't.
You know what? Just never look into what Disney did during the making of their nature documentaries, and you'll never be upset about it. Just watch them as they are and don't question it.
That's fair. So you found out what they are, Hatchet?
Uh, yeah, so Brontotherium is a family of extinct mammals belonging to the order Perissodactyla, the order that includes horses, rhinoceroses, and tapirs from the Eocene epoch. Um,
Ooh.
these
Oh.
So,
are
sure.
Go ahead,
these are
Hatchet.
some of the like big rhinoceros-looking ass
Oh.
Eocene mammals.
Oh.
Okay. I was
Like
saying.
let's see. Gonna plop them in voice chat. These sorts of guys.
Oh, I think I saw this thing in the Ice Age movie.
Yeah,
So that's what they're called. Hold on, I'll show you in a
I don't
second
know
in
if they're
person.
like I don't know if they're like called by other names. That's just like the family group. That's probably not like species names. Yeah, so like that first I think the two that I sent is specifically the Megacerops, but the term used here is uh just like the family name. So let me check Hatchery. Hatchery.
Why is it not working? There we go, I got it to work now. Yeah, when it says when you look at it, you'll die, I thought of like Medusa the cockatrice. Because you know SCP.
Aliens.
Yeah.
All I'm seeing is that like when I search or actually let me go to this Wikipedia article. Let me do that. J sexual dimorphism. Yeah, okay. So we can I think this might be a fictitious species though. Like, it's just like
Okay.
a fictitious species placed within an actual family. Because the only thing that comes up when I search
Mm-hmm.
for like the full name
Yeah.
there is literally an image off of the Wikipedia article that's like just like this image is named Brontotherium hatcheri. That's the only thing I found.
Damn. Alright. I'll continue then.
Very mean. Maybe it'll give us a better idea of what it might be.
Unlikely since we've moved on.
Yeah.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, September 15th, 20, redacted, unknown. Relevant information with the document 443/SCP redacted. See the incident report 3122A for further information. Reclassified as SCP redacted following incident data expunged. Thanks. Request for 257's upgrade to Keter status denied due to its immobile and containable nature and containability of SCP redacted. January 5th, 20
What the
redacted.
fuck?
Huh?
I was just saying, what the fuck?
Yeah. January 5th, 20 redacted. Rhinoceros syndicus. A baby female Javian rhinoceros. No one always detected. Currently sorted.
Javin.
Oh, Javan. Okay. No one always detected. Currently stored at Biosite 29. Also released to a nearby zoological facility pending.
Good.
December's.
Release the little rhino.
December 2nd, 20 redacted. Unknown. A large and leathery pupa. Non-invasive scanning reveals what appears to be a human-sized, unknown invertebrate, possibly an insect inside. Guide states that this one will start laying eggs right after hatching. You'll have a thriving colony on your hands in no time. Euthanized
Oh
placed in
my god.
formaldehyde. Understandably
Oh,
thought
okay.
Doctor redacted and redacted, say redacted.
You know what? That's fair since he made it sound like there would be an infestation.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
it's just like with most of these things, they're like, okay, let's take it and contain it. They they get this giant pupa with that note attached. It's like, okay, get out the bolt gun.
Yeah, I mean, after all, that definitely sounds like it's invasive. He's like, yeah, it's totally not invasive. And then it just describes
But
something
No,
invasive.
it didn't
that's
say.
not what he said.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
non-invasive
it said,
scanning.
oh, non-invasive scanning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, the way it's described definitely sounds like invasive to a T. Invasive
Yeah.
animals can reproduce quickly and it doesn't need a very long lifespan, meaning it probably eats a lot. It would just be really bad to get out of the zoo.
Oh, oh
So
no.
what?
I read ahead.
Are you on the unknown on 4-6-20 redacted?
Yes. I read ahead.
A heavily armored creature with a crustacean-like shell, covered with a bright yellow vegetation. Guide states to keep this fellow under high gravity at all times.
Died on April
Oh,
23rd, 20 redacted. Remains kept for study.
Oh.
actually, it escaped high gravity. I'm sorry. What? I apologize. Uh,
Kentrosaurus.
Yep. December 13th, 20 redacted. Kentrosaurus aethiopicus. A juvenile male Kentrosaurus. Guide describes that the meat, though delicious, is far too hard to safely procure and attracts creatures best left alone. Died on February 28th, 20 redacted due to disease-related complications. Remains retained for study in
Oh.
place of formaldehyde currently available for study.
Wanted to boop the Kentrosaurus.
November 11th, 20
Let me get a
redacted.
picture of the.
Huh?
Let me get a picture of what a Kentrosaurus is.
Okay.
They're a Stegosauridae. Remember? Yeah, here, I'll grab the Jurassic World evolution picture of him. He's one of my favorite critters in. Are you kidding me?
What?
Copy image. Okay, there. Okay. Never mind. Okay. They're one of my favorite critters in Jurassic Park Evolution. Or Jurassic World Evolution.
Oh, it's kind of like a Stegosaurus with a spike on their arms.
Yeah, they got spikes on their shoulders, and they got more spiky bits going down the tail rather than the plates going all the way down. And I think they're like maybe 2/3 the size of a Stegosaurus.
Oh.
I
They're
wish we
cool.
knew why it had shoulder spikes.
I mean, defense. Yeah, keep in mind, Stegosauridae, uh, evolved to be in some of the most brutal environments in Jurassic period.
Uh,
I mean,
All right.
like they gotta be protecting themselves from predators.
All right. Yeah, we got 4 more left.
Yeah, these are late Jurassic.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right. Back to the SCP. November 11th, 20 redacted. Dinorinus SP, possibly D. robustus, believed to be a moa egg. Guide notes that though the meat of the adults lacks flavor, the eggs, when prepared properly, provide a delicacy for young and old alike. Moa farming has already begun to rise in popularity in Scotland. I hope to establish a breeding population at St. Mary's in the near future.
This guy's like first inclination in everywhere they go is just, oh, I'm gonna try eating that. Bruh.
currently,
uh,
currently under incubation at
he's
Biosite 29. What was that?
honestly man of his time.
Yeah,
Remember, there's
Yeah.
an article talking about how a bunch of people gathered together to have a taste of some flesh of a woolly mammoth.
fair enough.
So,
Alright. Uh, June 21st, 20 redacted. Pan Meniscus, a, a troop of 12 bonobos. Guide note that the local man ape appears to have domesticated these beasts and turned them into companions. Currently stored at Biosite 29.
The
Uh,
local ape men appear to have domesticated these beasts and turned them into companions. Who are the ape men?
I would find it
I
funny
think
if it's 1000.
I doubt it's 1000, which means there's this mystery ape men that he has decided to not tell anyone before fucking leaving.
Yeah,
That figures. That fucking figures. That's just like people from here, isn't it?
yeah.
The
I mean,
Electra.
but at least we have 12 bonobos now.
Oh my god.
I'd like to be friends with a bonobo.
That's valid.
Yeah. Alright. September 21st, 20 redacted, unknown. 2 deer-sized hexapedal vertebrates covered in chitinous armor, possessing mouth parts similar to that of an insect's. Oh. Yeah, herbivorous guide notes that seeing a herd of these magnificent creatures traversing the floodplains of the Martian savanna rivals the greatest terrestrial migrations of wild beasts or ceratopsid. Guide details how to hunt and cook individuals of the species, noting that they are best served filleted and pan-fried and taste like succulent crab. Currently
I
started
just
Biosite 29. Oh, was it?
I just want to say, I wish we could grab this man the SCP Foundation wants to find and choke him a little before handing him over to the Foundation.
Fair enough. Unfertilized egg sac removed from now presumed female.
Oh, the fucking shit.
Alright, March 29th, 20 redacted, unknown. A group of 12 birds of unknown genus, similar to cranes with large wingspans, extremely intelligent, capable of imitating human voices and reproducing music.
Well,
Described,
fuck yeah.
described as the crown jewel of the collection, currently stored at Biosite 29.
Biosite 29 has a lot of crazy shit going on.
Yeah. Like, alright, let me see if I can get the
Admittedly, I
thumbnail.
am curious how a T-Rex tastes like. Probably gamey. Huh. Yeah, probably. Then
Okay.
again, like, I mean, we'd also have to imagine it tastes similar to reptiles.
Yeah.
And I have no frame of reference as to what reptiles taste like. Well, then again, we do eat dinosaurs. We got birds. So maybe it tastes like a gamier bird?
You mean like turkey?
Yeah, just like it's several hundred times the size and with the strongest bite force known to man.
Oh my god.
To be fair, turkeys are already terrifying and aggressive.
It's also a predatory species. So I have to
So,
factor that in. Yeah.
this is very clickbaity.
Okay.
Show.
Hold on, I gotta resize it in OBS first, because it decided to max size.
Well, I'm going to go downstairs to get some water. I will take the phone with me.
I was terrorized by a turkey as a child. Just remember that that's like close to the approximate size of actual velociraptors. So
Is-
imagine, so when you're thinking of a velociraptor, think of a turkey that's leaner and hunts in packs.
Here's the funny thing is, I actually have a funny story about turkeys. So, one day, uh, I saw a mailman, like, scream. I was like, what the hell? Hell? And I decided to go out, and this was when I was really little. It's hard to remember, but I remember him being chased by 10 turkeys.
Oh my god!
They were
Oh
all
no!
screaming. Like the turkeys were all screaming the entire time. Just he
What did he do?
seemed like, I
What
don't
what
know.
prompted this?
I'll be honest, when it comes to turkeys, all you have to do is walk in the wrong place at the wrong time and he's a mailman. So he might have done nothing.
The thing is, the funniest thing.
Pecked to death by gobblers.
That's actually, and the thing is, that's actually how I learned my first curse word. Cause I constantly kept hearing, "Fuck the mail, fuck the mail, I'm getting the fuck out of here."
You know, that was a crash out.
Wait, I just
Bruh.
realized it gets worse because isn't like one of the doors to a mail truck always open?
It depends on the mail truck.
If he's in that truck, he's screwed.
Not
Thankfully,
entirely.
quite a few older versions of mail trucks with doors that close.
Ah.
and being inside the mail truck still means that he can't get surrounded, assuming he effectively defends himself at the door.
Just imagine telling your boss why you didn't deliver. I was like, why did you deliver mail? I was being chased by 10 fucking turkeys.
The turkeys, man. They were going. Would you say that the turkeys were gonna gobble him up? Oh, I couldn't help it. I had to.
I feel so bad for that mailman 'cause I highly believe their boss wouldn't believe them.
I mean, it's not the most unrealistic story. Plus, I'm pretty sure those vans almost always have dash cams.
Ah,
Honestly, most of those turkeys were probably siblings because wild turkeys will move in groups before they get to a certain age.
ah.
Yeah.
So probably a bunch of young adults.
So all the like a whole family of turkeys just decided, hey, fuck this mailman. Hey, get over here. We're gonna beat up this mailman.
Yeah. Anyways, you
Just
guys.
makes me think of playing Far Cry 5 when there's a wild turkey.
Oh my god. You guys ready to see the thumbnail?
I technically am, but I was also just gonna say it reminds me uh um of a one of the servers I'm in. One of
Mm-hmm.
the first things I saw in the server back when I first joined it was one of the regulars in said server uh posting a picture and saying he is a dapper gentleman, and it's just a picture of a fucking wild turkey in their area just perfectly sitting on like the seat park of like a park bench
Nice.
or like a park bench table, like, you know what I mean, right? Like
Yeah.
that has like the table and then the bench along it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one of those. And then they like 3 days later post another photo. The turkey has just decided that he's gonna start sitting at that park bench consistently.
Nice. Alright.
What a dapper fellow.
Alright, showing the thumbnail in 3, 2, 1.
The fuck?
I, not only are neither of those creatures particularly representative of anything in the thing, why is the naturalist man
Yeah.
stabbing him from behind and giving the creeper smile?
I don't
Also,
know.
why did they make him look like a showman instead of like someone from the Enlightenment era?
True.
No, it wouldn't be the Enlightenment, it'd be more
Oh,
turn of the century,
yeah.
Uh,
I think.
well,
But
he's
yeah,
still
point being, yeah.
dressed like a showman.
Yeah,
He
he's
sees
still
him,
dressed wrong. It's just bleh.
yeah,
So 4?
dressed wrong animals, but I guess they just want it to look weird.
Turkey together strong. True. If turkeys wanted to, they could take over the world.
PT Barnum, kind of strange new profession.
Mm,
4.
I wouldn't exactly call them Barnum.
I'm not getting a response, so I'm just gonna say, yeah.
What do you mean not getting a response? What?
I asked several times, so you mean, so you think a 4? No one said anything.
Yeah, we did not hear you say that.
I said it several times.
Still looking at it, and we were talking about it. So if you said it, it was while we were talking about it.
Either that or you were just like actually cutting out because like on my end you were silent for the past like basically since you posted that.
Honestly,
God
she
damn
was
it, Discord.
silent for me.
Yeah. So anyway, um uh
Considering nothing about it is even slightly accurate besides their OC, I would
Yeah.
have to say 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Also, it's obviously there specifically to be clickbaity, so it's inaccurate and clickbaity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. They do have the SCP and the author.
Congrats to them.
Alright. Oh wait, I gotta read the description. This dream zoo is a fascinating place. It's a pity you won't be able to visit it because this collection of exotic animals is strictly protected. Otherwise, the establishment would always have a long line of customers teeming with curiosity. But if the foundation suddenly needs money, it may well go into such a business.
What the
I,
fuck is wrong with him?
I wouldn't exactly be hopping to fucking support a zoo. Regardless.
Yeah, zoos aren't very animal friendly most of the time. No, random, I wouldn't call it a Wondertainment knockoff because Wondertainment makes toys, not zoos.
No, I think that was like in response to like the guy on the thumbnail.
They designed him like a weird Wondertainment knockoff.
I mean, yeah, kinda. They
Yeah.
kinda look similar. Yeah.
He's right. I hate it.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Appearance wise, yeah.
Change the speed. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
Those who are familiar with the
Oh,
world of the anomalous
spooky.
won't be surprised by any zoo, even if the most exotic animals are gathered there. Only if it's not an anomalous zoo, yet still with the same paranormal representatives of the fauna, like SCP-257. This anomaly is in the UK. Even before its discovery, the zoo had been abandoned for a while. The site's creator had set up the zoo as a collection of curiosities named after a certain William Wordsworth. Documents found in the zoo administration area describe this man as the greatest explorer and naturalist on this side of reality. Much of the information about this abandoned place was obtained from the advertising brochures found there. According to the information found, the zoo has
What
been
the
operating
fuck?
since 1899.
The fuck?
That animal was never listed in the zoo.
So they
Why
just...
are they obsessed with a 6-eyed giraffe? Why
is
do
that
the
why is
6-eyed
that the most
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Hmm?
I was gonna say, why is that the most out there thing to them?
I don't know. I'm wondering is why they keep trying to make the giraffe a thing when I don't think the giraffe was listed. Let me look again. I
It
don't
was not.
It was
I
not.
remember elephants. There we go. Okay. I'm not wrong then. They just did a weird giraffe for no reason.
Yep. Alright, in 3, 2,
Just
1.
for the fuck of it.
Yeah, dude.
Its purpose was to inform the English society about the existence
Oh
of
my
various
God.
remarkable animals that scientists and travelers meet on their way. However, no official permits approving the construction and operation of the zoo have been found. They probably never existed at all. The zoo was most likely constructed independently without a license, but there are signs indicating that the zoo's closed indefinitely due to renovations. Looks like it hasn't been opened since. It's difficult to say exactly when this happened, but judging by the outdated equipment and condition of the buildings, the zoo's been abandoned for at least 50 years. Despite the fact that the facility hasn't been working for a long time, new specimens of animals continue to appear here. There's no temporal regularity in this. Everything happens suddenly, the place of appearance also being random.
What the fuck am I looking at?
An ostrich
An
with
ostrich,
dragon wings.
exactly. Uh-oh, I saw that more like bat wings.
This
I
ostrich
was
can
thinking
fly.
bat wings too. No, it cannot. It would still be unable to fly.
Watch they make it fly.
Uh,
3, 2, 1.
One can never know in advance in which particular enclosure the next creature
They're dragon wings.
oh, for fuck's sake. Can I get my fucking ostrich to breathe fire, please?
No.
Damn.
will
So
appear.
far, instead of as listed in the file, they're showing their own weird fan animals.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
At the same time, a manual with a description of the new individual entity materializes in the ticket office. Such a cover letter is always handwritten. The letter contains information on how to properly feed and care for the animal. In some cases, there's data on the creature's origin, as well as the history of its acquisition. As for the appearance of creatures, there's a huge variety of species. Some of them resemble the representatives of fauna known to us, while others don't resemble any terrestrial animal at all. Together with the new object, the Foundation also received a message from William Wordsworth himself. As it turned out, the zoo is named after him for a reason. Wordsworth is the creator of the zoological collection, and apparently, he continues to supply new specimens to the zoo. Wordsworth's messages differed from animal care manuals, primarily in that
I'm
it was
sorry,
typed
what did he
rather
just
than
say?
handwritten.
What?
I recommend you to visit Site 9. There's a new specimen. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Woodsworth. I will go visit Site 9.
They're at 29.
Yeah.
We went to the wrong place, too.
He's not even on Earth, so why would he be at the zoo? Why would he be dressed like that?
I don't know.
Well, you see,
British.
play the video.
He continues to supply new
I'm-
specimens to the zoo. Wordsworth's messages differed from animal care manuals, primarily in that it was typed rather than handwritten. And in it, the naturalist addressed the SCP Foundation directly. In the message, Wordsworth notifies the Foundation that he's entrusting it with the management of the zoo while he himself is on vacation, and that the naturalist planned to relax not on some tropical islands, but
my
on other
God.
planets, as well as their satellites. Most of the location names that Wordsworth indicated have unfortunately been removed from Foundation documents. Only the 13th moon of Enovia is left. It's unknown what galaxy this is in. However, the researcher will only relax a
What
bit
the fuck?
while still continuing to search for new animals. According to Wordsworth, a safari awaits him on Enovia's moon. From this message, we can conclude that there aren't only exotic animals on this planet, but also people. The naturalist mentioned
May I just say, it feels like he doesn't know typewriters were a thing or were popular to use for anyone who could afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what am I looking at?
Smash?
Oh my god.
I mean, maybe Smash, but
Oh my
he's
god,
just
Jerry!
oh, come on. Their bodies are fine. And they all look adult, and they all look like they can do things with those hands. And
Oh
I'll
my
shut up
god.
now.
Oh my god.
Look intelligent.
I expect this from Hatchet, not from you.
Well, come on, look at them. I would be making that face too if that fucker was near me. Wouldn't you? To
No!
me, it's intelligence.
I don't see a thought in those eyes, Jerry says random person.
Well, like I said, that's the expression anyone and everyone would be making if that guy was with you. I would be making that face. Therefore, to me, that has all the thoughts because that man has broken their brains.
Oh my god. Anyways, in 3, 2.
My brain would be broken if I was near him.
Oh my
I would
god.
want to back away. I'd probably be too stunned, like they are.
Oh my god.
It's fun,
It's in
but
3.
also made up.
Oh my god. It's in 3,
It's
2,
stuff like that.
1.
And indigenous people helping him set traps to catch new specimens.
Oh my
Granted,
god.
it isn't exactly a fact that these are really
What
people.
the fuck?
These may be humanoids or other intelligent life forms that have their own civilization. This is all interesting, of course.
Would you still smash Jerry?
Well, once again, he beat up the people, and then he just added this random information that doesn't exist. He never said the people help him catch anything. He never said they turn into liquid and go back to their cities.
Well, I mean, it is implied that the guides help him catch things.
Yeah.
I think it's more implied in that they tell him about the animals and show him where they might be.
There was a time where they
And
said...
tell him how to prepare their flesh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, my Destiny guides, and I'll be up early tomorrow to check the traps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3, 2, 1.
Also,
But the video would be...
to answer your question, Aaron,
Yes.
they're even more of a smash now.
Oh my god.
Well, why? Because the intelligent people can turn into liquid now, apparently?
I'd fuck a goo person.
Oh my god.
Imagine what they could do with their goo.
Oh my
I would
god.
want them at all times. I'm shutting up.
Oh my god. It's 3, 2, 1.
incomplete if I didn't tell you exactly what kind of animals arrive at the zoo. So, let's start going over them. On January 3rd of some secret year, 5 miniature elephants were added to the zoo. Each of them
Okay.
barely exceeds even 3 feet, or 90 centimeters in height. Even ordinary newborn baby elephants are taller by about 4 inches or 10 centimeters. But these individuals are adults. The guide to these
fuck?
creatures states that Woodworth discovered them during a trip to the Mediterranean. Only I highly...
What? I
Oh
don't-
my fucking god, dude. Do you think that when someone says he took a trip to the Mediterranean means that they are literally in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea? It's the Mediterranean Sea, as in it is named after the region. I'm gonna fucking shoot this guy.
When like Hatchet said, when they say that, they're not referring to randomly finding animals in the ocean. They're saying the country they visited was in the vicinity of that ocean. Which country? We'd love it if he said, but I don't think he did.
Yeah.
As we all know, Odysseus was at all times just gallivanting around the ocean. He never landed anywhere. He was just always on the Mediterranean Sea.
Nobody
Random
lives in Chris. They live
Nobody
clear to the
lives
sea.
in the they only live in the sea.
Yep.
Exactly. Like why do you think Atlantis exists? It's
Oh my
where all the Mediterranean people live.
Oh my god.
They got their own little city down there somewhere.
Oh my god. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
doubt
It's
that this is the
it's
Mediterranean
next to
Sea
the
on
Titanic.
Earth. After all, it's
Oh my
likely
God.
that the same name of the place can be found on another planet. Foundation staff are studying the genetic connection of the anomalous elephants with the African ones. But, as for me, this connection is obvious even without research. On January 6th,
What?
also of some secret year,
Oh my
Woodsworth
fucking
sent
god,
an even more...
Yeah.
This is what I hate about these conspiracy theorizing things. You can just look at it and know that it's obviously related to the African elephant. No, you can't. No, the fuck you can't. You can't just look at one animal and say, "Oh, this is clearly directly and closely related to this other thing." Like, throughout Earth's history, there are numerous examples of animals evolving to look damn near exactly like each other, but not having very close relations. right?
Yeah.
Like there was a period before whales were fully aquatic where they were effectively just mammalian crocodiles. And like they looked a lot like crocodiles, but they had mammalian properties.
Okay, so before Aaron presses play, what do you think they'll make the decapodal look like?
Who knows?
Decapodal?
That's what this entity is
Yeah,
supposed to be.
6. Crustacean.
Unusual creature that doesn't look anything like
What?
Gotcha.
Kiri?
I'm pretty sure decapodal invertebrate just refers to a vague crustacean.
Ah.
Decapoda or decapods is a large order of crustaceans.
Yeah.
Within the class, Mollusca includes crabs, lobsters, crayfish, shrimps, and prawns.
Yeah.
So it's not all of crustacea because hexapods are also in crustacea.
Fair
That's-
enough. Well, either way, we don't know what it'll look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll laugh if they make it the rainbow mantis shrimp.
I hope
That would
they.
that would be mildly funny. Wait, oh my god, there's another great example just dropped into our feet. The fucking horseshoe crab.
Oh yeah.
Hey, would you look at that? It looks a lot like a crab. Oh, it must be a crustacean. It must be closely related to fucking crabs, right? Right?
No,
No.
no.
Right? Right? I hate this.
Okay, let's see what it is.
In 3, 2, 1.
any earthly creature. It was an invertebrate with
What?
So does,
Oh,
so does this guy think that invertebrate just means worm?
Yeah. Horseshoe
I'm
crabs
gonna
are
come
just. Horseshoe crabs
that all humans are technically invertebrates.
So can I put wrong SCP design for this?
Well, obviously. That should have
Yeah.
been checked off earlier. Wait, Jerry, what did you just say about humans?
Just keep going. I
Okay.
said humans are invertebrates.
Hu- Sorry, can you say that again? Discord's being a bit funky.
Humans are invertebrates.
No, we are not.
We aren't?
No.
We are
Oh,
vertebrates.
the backbone. Okay.
Yeah.
We got bones on the inside. That means you're a vertebrate. If you don't have bones on the inside, that means you're an invertebrate.
For some reason, my brain got the two terms mixed up.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, we're vertebrates. They are invertebrates.
Anyways,
Made into a slug.
we notably have
We notably
vertebrates.
have vertebrae as some bones. But yeah, this guy seems to be under the implication that invertebrate just means weird legged slug,
Yeah.
despite the fact that the description features it being decapodal,
Yeah.
which means like we know exactly what sort of thing it would look like. It would look like the fucked up crab.
Or like a shrimp or something.
Yeah, like a big shrimp, a big lobster. It looks something like that.
That's
Not
odd.
not this slug thing.
That's the first in a long time.
Why'd you say that's odd?
My stream
What's
went
up?
from full bar of green to red for a few seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
F.
Oh, now it's doing it again. It's going to yellow. Now
I mean,
back to green.
fluctuations happen.
That's weird.
Fluctuations happen.
Here, in 3, 2, 1.
10 legs. The dimensions of the specimen are also impressive. If it could be classified as a separate object from the zoo, it would certainly receive the status of Keter, because a poisonous neurotoxin constantly oozes from its skin. This compound is most likely deadly to humans, but this isn't exactly specified.
Oh wait, wait, I don't. Did he? Okay, bring up the article again.
The Decapado one was not labeled as Keter. It was a different entity. Yeah, it was an
and also,
unknown.
having a neurotoxin similar to a dart frog does not make you Keter.
Yeah.
Invertebrate neurotoxins. So,
That would mean dart frogs are Keter, and they are not.
No.
They are dart frogs.
this is. I just. Ugh.
Oh, this just makes me remember watching some videos when I wanted to watch cute frog videos and started getting really mad because people touched frogs with their open hands, which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's actually very bad for their health to do that.
Yeah, they got more porous skin, so the oils on our hands get into their skin and can make them sick.
Yeah.
Don't you know king cobra are Keters? I mean, didn't you know that? I mean, they're called king cobras. They go around and eat other cobras. That's got to be a Keter, right?
Yeah.
Well, not other cobras specifically, but other snakes.
Yeah.
They will also eat younger cobras.
True.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Similar feature makes the creature related to dart frogs, frogs with poisonous skin. In the description sent by Woodsworth,
What the
it's
fuck?
noted that this is a very temperamental animal. Additionally, it's able to capture certain chemicals that the animal perceives as a threat to its territory. On May 13th, the year again unknown, the zoo's collection was replenished with a whole flock of dangerous predators. This consisted of 300 very small piranhas. In addition to their size, they also differ from their terrestrial relatives in their ability to grow. Bioluminescence in these fish is achieved through symbiosis with certain types of bacteria. According to the description, the fish were purchased in the para-Amazon. It's easy to guess from the name that we're most likely talking about the anomalous twin of the Amazon, located in some parallel dimension. On the 20th of July in some secret year, the zoo was further enriched by one instance of Brontothir. This is an ordinary terrestrial animal, but there's one caveat here. It went extinct
Oh, they actually drew it.
Huh. Good for them. That is. Well, I mean, it's not just like the single animal; it's a whole family of animals. But I mean,
Yeah.
he at least did show like one of the species, like one of the most known species. Good for him.
It has 100% redeemed themselves. This channel's perfect now. No, it is not.
No.
I'm gonna be judging based on their Kentrosaurus depiction, honestly.
Well, actually, don't even include it.
If they don't, I'm gonna shit bricks.
With what,
Perha-
anchor?
What?
With Jerry said with what? Anger?
Oh, anger, yeah. I thought you said anchor. I was like, wait, what? I've been playing too much Dredge.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
30 million years ago. Woodsworth warns not to make eye contact with these two-horned rhinos, even if they are very beautiful.
Sorry.
And if you look at it, death is inevitable. All the animals described entered the collection at the end of the 20th century. Next, I'll talk about the novelties of the 21st century. 1 year during our century, on September 15th, something terrible and indescribable arrived at the collection of curiosities. This animal was even assigned a separate SCP number. Some researchers,
I mean,
after
it
such a
does
surprise,
not really know
wanted
what
to
it looks
raise
like.
the entire zoo to the status of Keter, but this request was denied.
That's not that's yeah, as we know, proposals to upgrade something to Keter is handled by a guy just yelling, "This has to be a Keter," and then another guy slapping him in the face. Yeah, that's how that works. It's not just a mess of bureaucracy.
Yeah.
I hate this.
I find that slap funny though.
It is kind of funny.
After such a surprise, wanted to raise the entire zoo to the status of Keter, but this request was denied. On January 5th of an unspecified year, the Foundation staff were stunned that Woodsworth sent a normal Javan rhinoceros calf without any anomalies. Very strange. Apparently, he did this due to the fact that this species is actually going extinct
Yeah,
on
so
Earth,
we both have
which means
we have
that at
men
least
and
one
women
copy
so
must be
far.
kept in his collection. Granted, the Foundation planned to
That-
transfer it to a regular zoo after.
That is, his motives was never expounded upon. He just sent it. This has
Yeah.
nothing to do with conservation.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes it about conservation is that the SCP Foundation thought, hey, maybe we should release this little bugger into the wild where it can actually, like, live.
Yeah.
Or, like, near, like, conservation zone so it can live and be safe.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the most this has to do with conservation. Like, he's giving the fucking turn of the century naturalist more credit than he deserves, and that's like more egregious than anything else.
I'm going to look up the incident report that it suggests to look up on 257 to see if it is actually listed anywhere.
It might not
To
even
see if there's-
exist. Should I continue video while Jerry does that?
I don't fucking know.
Because usually when they do the incident reports, they don't even exist. They're just there for SCP canon.
Yeah, it might not exist.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
After Biosite 29, Woodsworth's next gift was a giant leather doll, inside of which was a huge, human-sized insect. Since further hatching carried the threat of reproduction and an invasion of giant insects,
Wait, back
the
up.
creature was
Play that again.
Right here. Okay.
What did he call it?
I'll hear it again. In 3, 2, 1.
transferred to a regular zoo after Biosite 29. Woodsworth's next gift was a giant leather doll, inside of
I even put subtitles on. He called it a leather doll.
So he got the detail of where they were going to release the rhinoceros wrong. And then they called a pupa a giant leather doll?
Yeah.
Yes. That has to be a translation issue.
Uh,
It probably is, because remember what I said, I think this is a Malaysian company doing this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, how do you, whatever.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
of which was a huge, human-sized insect. Since further hatching carried the threat of reproduction and an invasion of giant insects, the creature was euthanized and embalmed. Another creature died by itself. This was a heavy animal with an armor covering similar to a crab shell, and there was bright yellow vegetation spread all over the top of the shell. Woodsworth warned that the creature needed enhanced gravity apparently. Due to the absence of this, the animal died. Extinct dinosaurs were also included. There was a young Kentrosaurus, whose meat, according to the naturalist, is very tasty,
he drew
but
it.
can also attract danger. The Kentrosaurus didn't make it to today.
What do you mean can attract danger? That's not what. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking shit myself. What do you mean it can attract danger? He was talking about the fact that it's hard to kill the Kentrosaurus because it's a motherfucking Kentrosaurus. Have you seen what these things look like?
Also,
Oh,
can I
it's
just
this-
say,
It attracts creatures best left alone.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's saying that the meat, like, attracts other creatures. Okay, I guess that's not entirely wrong.
the previous creature they were talking about is we actually have no idea how it died. I mean, I assumed it died by lack of gravity, but we don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like pretty obvious that that's how it died.
Well,
It effectively got.
it just says when it died and remains kept for study. We just assumed that's how.
I feel like that's an extremely safe assumption.
Fair enough.
Uh,
This for the same reason, like if you hear someone say, "Oh, this deep sea fish needs to live in highly pressurized environments," and then like
okay,
it's
fair enough.
implied, if it's it implied, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it was in 3, 2, 1.
The naturalist is more indifferent to the meat of extinct moa birds, but he appreciated the taste of their eggs and
Oh
sent
my
one of them
God.
to the zoo. It's strange that Woodsworth had been talking about mass moa farming in Scotland. This is probably some other Scotland from some other worlds. The next shipment was 12 bonobo monkeys. They're most likely of alien origin
I'm
because
gonna
What?
fucking
the
kill
naturalist
this
pointed
man.
out that some
Wait, why do these two... Oh, these are the 8 men.
They're the 8 men. Also, let me check something. Let me check something.
That is not how bonobo look.
Well, these aren't the bonobo. These are the 8 men.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are you gonna look up, Hatchet?
Give me a moment.
you know what? I'm vibing with the expression this baby bonobo is making in the camera.
That's fair.
Okay, so let me check. Let me look at this. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Right, so I'm gonna punch this guy in the face.
Why?
I
Well,
need to double check it, but yeah. So he called the bonobos monkeys,
Yeah.
aren't
and
bonobos apes?
they are apes.
Okay.
I specifically double checked, and yeah, everything that is considered monkeys, uh, let's see, are within the infraorder simiiforms.
Oh my...
Actually, let me see. Oh wait, maybe. Okay, simian.
I only
Wait,
remember bonobo because I remember in one of my classes that pertain to evolution, I think they're one of the ones that are closer related to us.
bonobos are the closest related animals
Yeah.
to us. Yeah. No, no, that's simians are counted as monkeys, except the ape. Yeah, so it's literally all animals in. Uh, yeah. So let me just. You know what? I'll just read straight off of the Wikipedia. Monkey is a common name that may refer to most mammals of the infraorder Simiiforms, also known as simians. Traditionally, all animals in the group, now known as simians, are counted as monkeys except the apes. The monkeys, in that sense, constitute an incomplete paraphyletic grouping. Alternatively, if apes, Hominocida, are included, monkeys and simians are synonymous. The most common usage of the term monkey is literally just everything that isn't the things closest to us
Yeah.
within the simian group.
Alright.
Well, apes do have the title apes for a reason.
Yeah.
They're the ones that basically we have the closest common ancestor with.
Well,
They
I mean,
have a
yeah,
lot of genetic differences between themselves and monkeys, but it's the easiest way to say it is they're the ones who broke off like closest to human evolution than monkeys or anything else.
Yeah, we have a shared common ancestor with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, I need to step away for a half hour or so. I'll be back when I can be.
Have
Um,
fun.
yeah, y'all continue without me as per usual.
Okay.
Gotcha. Almost done. We got
Also,
2 minutes left.
I like that we don't know anything about the monkey people and he's just put them in doctor suits because I guess this is Planet of the Apes now.
Yeah.
You know why I made that reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
Ape people had raised bonobos to be faithful companions. On September 21st of some secret year, the collection of curiosities was replenished with 2 especially unusual exhibits. These were huge, deer-sized vertebrate creatures. Each of
Those
them
are
has
horse
6
crabs.
limbs and a chitinous shell. The mouths of the animals is the same as that of the insects, and these giants feed exclusively on plant foods. Judging by the description, they come from Mars. They graze on the local savannas as entire herds. However, they have their competitors for food. Extinct ceratopsids, as well as wildebeests, somehow moved to the Red Planet in search of food, and now threaten the native species. It seems that since the beginning of the 21st century, Woodsworth has begun to view strange animals not only as interesting specimens, but also as tasty food. According to him, these 6-legged armored giants taste like crabs when fried. However, no one from the Foundation has yet dared to test the naturalist's culinary recommendations in practice. The latest addition to the collection was a flock of 12 birds. Their species identity is unknown, but they look like cranes with giant wings and impressive cognitive abilities. They can imitate human speech and music. Most of the instances received were transferred to Biosite 29, except for those that died or were classified as separate SCP objects. Since the zoo itself cannot be transported, Site 93 was built around it. Only employees with at least a level 2 security clearance are allowed inside. Video cameras are installed in each enclosure, since a new specimen could appear at any given second, and no one knows what to expect from the novelty, so you always need to be on high alert. It's not clear how long supplies from Woodsworth will last. However, it's already clear that the Foundation's anomalous zoo, thanks to this naturalist, can be considered one of the best. What animals do you think might appear next in SCP-257? Don't set any limit to your imagination. Write your craziest ideas, because in the world of the anomalous, one can surely think up anything.
So the horseshoe crab isn't in that family in any way whatsoever. So that one was just very inaccurate.
Yeah. So, removal of characters / license. They didn't remove any characters, really.
Technically, they removed a few animals by not showing them properly.
True.
They turned one in decapod into a slug. They turned let's see the other one they got totally wrong. The hexapodal vertebrates they changed into horseshoe crabs for some reason, which is not accurate. Not the same family. Not. Also, they changed the leathery pupa. Maybe it was just a weird, like, translation error. So maybe that one doesn't count.
So maybe like a 1 or a 2?
Yes. Probably like a 1. Because it's not like they changed all the characters.
Yeah.
Just enough to piss me off.
Yeah, alter / added gore or violence. Not really?
A 0.
Yeah. Deviates from the plot of the article.
they added animals that were not there. They modified the characters. They modified the animals that were there. They modified the person who. They modified just the person who made that place in general. They modified the people he's supposedly hanging out with right now.
Yeah.
Ugh. Is there anything else you can think of?
No. The two?
Yeah, because they definitely changed things, but most of it was kept relatively the same.
Yeah. Only men in the video slash offensiveness. It was just white people. Unless you want
Just
to count
white
the,
people.
unless you want to count the aliens.
Just because the aliens looked hot doesn't mean they count as other types of humans.
Oh my god.
What?
You know what? So one.
Yeah.
All right, let me add it up. A whopping 60%.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the next Jerry? Not ready for next. Ready for next SCP, Jerry.
Yeah, which one is it?
SCP-077, aka the Rot Skull.
Did you say 077?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, let's get to reading.
Alright. Item SCP-077, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 077 is to be kept in Research Sector 861 on top of a 0.5 meter steel pedestal in a 3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter chamber with a 0.5 meter thick steel reinforced walls. The reinforced steel hatch door to the chamber is to comply with AH-37 protocol and is to be guarded at all times by 2 Level 1 personnel. A boom mic connected to a speech recognition system should verify that all pronunciation is within standards. A camera is to be mounted within the chamber to record any changes. Every 8 hours, a minimum of 2, but preferably 3 trained D-class personnel are to enter the containment area and, in a loud, clear voice, read the runes etched onto 077 in unison. The reading must be performed by individuals who understand the full meaning of the runes being read, who are able to pronounce the entirety of the inscription correctly, and who are no more than 30 centimeters away from 077. All personnel must undergo 1 week training session with Foundation Linguistics for pronunciation, reading, and dialect coaching. A minimum of 20 D-class personnel are to be trained for undergoing training at all times. Training D-class personnel are exempt from termination until such a time as they have been replaced. Ow. This is definitely an old article.
Yeah.
Foundation witnesses are to remain on a call in case of an unexpected rune change. Every new set of runes is to be transcribed into phonetic English and provided with literal and idiomatic translations as quickly as possible. See documents 077-redacted through redacted for archived translations. The cafeteria menu for Research Sector A61 must not include any potatoes or potato-based ingredients. Ow. Right, description. F-77 appears to be the top half of a human skull engraved with runes, each filled with unidentified black resin. The runes change every lunar month, defined by the full moon rising above the horizon in Ireland, as well as the winter and summer solstice, the spring and autumn equinoxes, and whenever a partial, annular, or total solar or lunar eclipse is visible from Ireland. If these engravings are not read aloud at least once within a 24-hour period, eye sockets and nasal cavity of 077 will emit -1. -1 is luminescent green vapor whose precise nature remains undetermined. It is to be noted that although -1 behaves as a normal gas in all other ways, it only occupies those spaces which are within 077's effective line of sight, and does not flow into the space behind 077 unless confined. Opaque impermeable barriers with no biological content can provide temporal protection from -1. However, attempts to permanently contain 077 within opaque containers have failed due to the artifact's production of sufficient quantities of -1 to explosively rupture these containers. All biological material, with the obvious exception of 077 itself, which comes in contact with -1, is instantly transformed into a viscous, odorous ooze. The ooze has been identified as the rotted flesh of potato tubers, which have been severely infected with the potato blight. 1 cubic centimeter of -1 transforms upward of 800 grams of biological material. Reading 077's engravings has noticeable, if transient, effects on the health of the readers. These effects include nausea, cramps, headache, dizziness, incontinence, fever, skin rashes, nosebleeds, and fugue states. Effects intensifies as the time between readings increases and becoming cumulative for individuals who read the engravings too many times consecutively and or too frequently. Readers have a 60% chance of developing an allergy to potatoes.
Uh,
I think this is the person who died from the potato famine.
that would be fair to assume, but that is so dark.
Yeah. Addendum 077-1. Artifact was recovered from Redacted in the village of Redacted Island. Locals had built a shrine around the artifact where upwards of Redacted participants would engage in a nightly ritual. Fragmentary historical documents retrieved from the remnants of the village church and library indicate that the artifact existed as early as 1848, at which point in time it is described as highly positive terms, including protector and provider. By 1869, however, references to the artifact are fearful, resentful, and couched in euphemism. Alright, what's provider? SCP 16. Wait, 1689. That's the bag of potatoes, isn't it? Yep, it's the brown bag of potatoes.
The bag of potatoes pops up there. That nightmare fuel?
That's funny. It's labeled as the provider. 1689.
But it's also a
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
the provider. So thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Go over here first. I know. I'm getting it right now. Give me one moment. Alright. Go to Discord. Go to here. That is not what I wanted. Alright. In 3, 2, 1.
What? Let me reread the description of that.
I wonder if random person is still here and sees this.
Why did they add a cross? That's not a rune.
It isn't Christianity.
I'll bite you. Black resin. Why did they make the eyes glow green?
I don't know.
Do they even know what resin is?
No.
Well, do you at least you do? I'm sorry. I think that they made me a little grouchy.
That's so fair.
Does everyone out there know what resin is?
Oh, -1 is luminescent green vapor. So that's what. Alright, see you later,
Well,
random person.
vapor is a little different than, having the eyes filled totally with green glowing.
Okay.
That's very different, Aaron.
Yeah. It's Hanchu. This is supposed to be SCP-077, but apparently it's being served as food.
Okay,
So 4.
okay, since it doesn't seem like Zanju know what resin is, natural resin, which is probably the type of resin that's covering the ancient skull and filling the ancient skull, is basically a substance that we need to turn the fucking alarm off.
Yes! It's the final brain cell!
Yes. But yeah, anyway, resin is basically, when you cut a plant and there's this sticky substance that comes out of it?
Yeah.
That is a form of resin. That is the most natural form of resin. It also means sap is technically a type of resin, but also other plants can make resin too. Trees are just the best at it.
Sanji knows what resin is.
Huh?
Sanji says resin, yes, I know what that is.
Okay, good.
I think they're saying
Yeah.
what is to the thumbnail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like,
the skull is supposed to be full of the black substance, the black resin. The black resin is probably very old. That's why it's black. Because obviously, when resin ages, it's not going to stay some other color, it's going to blacken. And most resins, when they get older, kind of solidify if there's a lot of it in one place, like a stone.
fair enough.
So that means the glowing green eyes makes no sense. I mean, I could see the green vapors. That makes sense. The glowing green eyes makes no fucking sense. And the cross is not a rune. Can we mark this as a 3?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 4.
I want to say 4, but I didn't think you would agree to 4.
I mean, they didn't even get
Are
the anomaly correct. Oh.
Okay, 4, 4, 4.
Yeah. Anyways.
Uh,
Hold on. I need to look up something real quick before I say something.
okay.
Because I do not want to get this wrong. Yep. I was right. Okay, so I just realized SCP-077 is created by Gabriel Jade.
Huh.
If you don't know what Gabriel Jade is, um, they're like Admin Bright, but they're not removed from the site.
Oh no! Did you mean like Admin Bright in the way I think you meant?
He was caught doing ERP with a 16-year-old, so yes.
Oh no! Uh. Uh. Okay, that's fine.
You don't sound like it's fine.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I'm glad they didn't remove the SCP, but also, I wish that never happened.
Well, if I remember correctly, I think 049 got rewritten by other authors. So,
Okay, good.
let's see. Anyways, be ready? I'm going to read the description. Because it does have the article and author.
Yeah.
A rotten potato is a disgusting sight. It's even more disgusting when all living things turn into rot. And the reason for this is an old but demanding skull with a grisly nature to it. Now, here's the one thing: if they start bringing up the potato famine in this video, I'm gonna start getting a bit pissed. So I haven't talked about this much, but my uh ancestors were heavily impacted by that famine. I'm not sure if I talked about this, because actually, how my Irish ancestry even came to America is, my ancestor stole a pig from a noble and gave it to their family to eat. It got ratted on.
During the famine.
Yeah. Yeah. And he got ratted on and was going to be executed, so he fled over to America. So yeah, let's just see how much they're going to piss me off.
Well,
3, 2.
also like
Huh?
in chat. Oh, most amber. I mean, not amber. Most resin fossilizes as black, but sap, due to the properties it has, fossilizes mostly transparent.
Yeah.
So, while all resin, when there's enough of it together, will fossilize very solid,
Mm-hmm.
amber is the most useful one because you can see through it.
Yeah.
I mean, what's more useful? One that's kind of like cement that you can't see through, but you know it has goodies, or one that you can and you see so many details.
Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Reading isn't always helpful. If it's a good book, then you can read it. If it's runes on a half-crushed human skull, though, better to keep from reading it. This is what SCP-77 looks like, give or take. It's the upper part of a skull, which previously belonged to some unknown person. There are runes engraved on its surface, inside of which resin was found. Where it came from is not known. The runic inscriptions change every time a full moon.
That's better than I thought they were going to do.
I'm gonna say while the skull looks accurate, the resin is obviously supposed to be in a fossilized state. And having it in this weird, non-fossilized, sticky state, acting more like tar, pisses me off.
That's fair.
Also, this shows that they knew how to make the skull look accurate. They knew how, but chose not to.
You won't get the views, Jerry. Three, two, one.
Moon rises over Ireland. That is, about once a month. Additionally, the text also changes on special days of the calendar, namely, during the periods of equinox and solstice, each of which occurs twice a year. The rewriting of runes also occurs during all kinds of lunar and solar eclipses, even partial ones. But again, the eclipse should be visible in Ireland. The runes have to be read aloud regularly. For this purpose, the Foundation utilizes D-class personnel. 3 times a day, approximately every 8 hours, 2 to 3 D-class personnel have to enter the facility's containment chamber and read the inscriptions loudly as one voice. But there's a nuance to it. The employees must be taught the language of the runes in advance, since one needs to know how to pronounce them. If this ritual isn't performed at least once a day, strange things will begin to happen to the skull. Luminous green steam will come out of the nasal cavity and eye sockets. This is SCP-77-1. Its physical characteristics are close to the properties of ordinary gas, but unlike the latter, the anomalous green vapor fills only the space that's in the field of the object's view. The spread of anomalous gas can be limited by various kinds of barriers that don't let light and air pass through. Granted, these precautions don't remain effective for long. Foundation researchers have already tried to put the skull in an airtight container, so as not to bother with the daily reading of the runes. After some time, so much green vapor accumulated in the container that the container simply burst. Anything organic that comes into direct contact with SCP-77-1 is permanently altered. The only exception is the skull itself. The rest of the organic matter turns into a rotten potato mass with signs of late blight. Outwardly, it resembles sticky mucus with a very unpleasant odor.
What was that?
Did they randomly murder someone?
I mean, yeah, but they are showing what does happen.
Well, yeah, but they don't just randomly poof into the blight. It happens slowly, gradually.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Odor. Just 1/5 of a teaspoon, which is about 1 cubic centimeter, of the anomalous substance can rot over 28 ounces, or 800 grams of any organic matter.
Oh, poor
Even though
buddy.
reading the runes blocks the release of the dangerous gas, the process itself still has a very negative effect on the health of D-class personnel. They start to feel sick and feverish. Their heads hurt and they become dizzy. Their skin gets covered with a rash, and convulsions can start shaking the body. Sometimes their nose bleeds. These people's psyche is also affected. The employees lose their restraint and try to escape. These symptoms don't last long, and are especially pronounced if a person rarely approaches the skull. However, frequent and thoughtful reading also increases the negative impact on health. Approximately 60% of readers become allergic to any potato product. To reduce the risk of negative consequences, potatoes were completely excluded from the menu at the research area. It's easy to guess where the object was found, given its reactions to certain astronomical events. This is Ireland, of course. Granted, the name of the Irish village where the skull was found is unfortunately classified. The locals worshipped the anomaly as a deity. They even built a temple specially for the skull, where they performed rituals.
A temple, 1 stone and 4 torches. This is a Minecraft temple. This is how you summon Herobrine.
I'm just going to say, I do not recall them saying that they worshipped it, only that they engaged in nightly ritual and had a shrine around it. They probably did that to appease it so it wouldn't murder Hobo.
Yeah.
They also called it protector and provider, and maybe it was for them. Well, they probably called the potato sack the provider, but either way.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Rituals every night. Interesting documents were found in the ruins of the local church, as well as in the library. According to records, the skulls existed since 1848, and may have been known even earlier. In those days, it was spoken of very well, and it was even called a defender. But then something went wrong. Since 1869, the rhetoric regarding the object had completely changed, anger and fear having replaced admiring speeches. Foundation documents regarding the
It was never called Defender, it was called Protector and Provider.
I wonder. I'm gonna look up if anything happened in 1869 in Ireland.
Probably. I would find that funny if that's the year of the potato famine.
I'm looking that up right now.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna talk about the potato sack.
Oh,
What? Was I right?
no, but
Oh.
things happened.
Things you can say on stream happened, or things you can't say on stream?
I can say them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the one of the things that happened was let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are not helping, Wiki.
Yes. Punish the jury.
The Belfast riots of 1864? A citizen of Belfast wrote to a friend of his city. Yeah, so basically, a big riot happened in Belfast in that year.
Oh.
Uh, I'm reading what if they had any. Rioting was largely between the working class.
Wow.
Uh, I'm looking at what happened.
I don't think we're gonna find anything fully specific.
Oh, at some point, Ireland had banned marching together in a procession in Ireland.
Damn.
Oh, that was probably England that did that. Since
No
it
shit.
says marching together in procession in Ireland in a manner calculated to create and perpetuate animosities between different classes of Her Majesty's subjects and to endanger the public peace. That sounds slightly racist against Irish. Apparently, it started as a rally to honor the memory of a Catholic nationalist leader, Daniel O'Connell. Okay. And this pissed off Protestants. Okay, I don't need to look more into that.
Okay, this is interesting. I just want to see what year the potato famine happened. I got some interesting information I didn't even know.
What happened?
By 1851, the population, which should have been about 9 million, had dropped to 6 million. Thus, close to 3 million were lost to the Great Hunger, more than 1 million to death by starvation and related diseases, and more than 2 million to immigration, which continued at high rates through 1921.
Oh,
I
damn.
thought it was just a million, but no, it was more than a million people
I
dead.
think it was just a million. There were technically 2 potato famines.
Yeah. I thought it was like 1 million per potato famine.
No.
It was way more than that. First, almost all of Ireland was decimated. Anyways, let's learn more about the potato sack that we already know about.
All right, let's see. In 1848, 1860. Okay. In 1846 was when a different strain of blight came out. All right.
We're diving too much
Yeah,
into Irish history. Never know what the content farm.
Stop.
Oh,
I
hey, Hatchet.
I still remember the world history response
Yeah.
to the world history that showed the Britain's response to the potato famine. It was literally like, we replaced the people with cows. The cows are more valuable right now. And Irish are lesser than black people anyway. They're not human.
Jesus Christ.
That's what
Context.
I don't think it's right. None of us think it's right, but that's how they thought at the time. And people wonder why the Irish were so fucking pissed. I'd be pissed too.
I'm still technically pissed.
Bruh.
I'd be pissed. It's shit
Br-
history.
I I went from watching a video about extinct animals with my mom to this.
Yeah,
We love
SCP-077 is heavily connected to the potato famine, most likely.
Yeah, it's basically a skull filled with old black resin. So
With
it's basically
runes.
stuck in black stone. But considering the potato famine, I think there's a strong chance the black resin might be made of potato blight.
Yeah,
Let's see.
yeah, the reason why we believe it's connected to the potato famine, even though it doesn't say it, the cafeteria cannot have any potato or potato-based ingredients. Um, and the gas that comes out, anything like, uh, living will, ooze, identified as potato tubers, which have been severely infected by potato blight. 1 cubic meter of -1 transforms upwards to 800 grams of biological material.
Also, the files say it existed as early as 1848, which
Yeah,
is actually during the potato blight.
yeah,
The potato.
Well, shit.
So
yeah, yeah.
this is basically a short SCP that's connected to a lot of heavy history, and he's not handling it well.
Yeah. So yeah, and here's the thing: the reason why I'm pissed off at it is because I'm not sure if I've ever told you. I told Jerry this before we read the SCP. I think. Um. Basically, in the past, during the potato famine, my ancestor stole a pig from a noble, which is a big no-no.
Family.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you.
you've told me this.
Yeah, and
Also,
yeah. Okay, so you
that's
know.
the stuff. Don't worry, we already rated it a 4,
Yeah.
but you might get angry.
Oh yeah, the thumbnail's still in the thing.
Yeah, and just so you know,
Um,
its eyes are never supposed to glow black, and in the video, it has never done that. So they know it does not glow black. They just wanted to show, oh, green fumes must mean glowy, spooky eyes. Come here.
Oh,
And apparently, yeah.
also, Hedges, this might make you laugh a bit because it's at which point in time it was described as highly positive terms, including protector or provider. And when we clicked provider, it went to the infinite sack of potatoes. You know, the sack that leads to a dimension that's just potatoes.
I know what you're talking about.
So the protector was the skull, and the provider was the potato sack.
Yeah.
But at one point in their history, they became unhappy with the skull. We don't
Yeah.
know what happened, but I guess the skull changed its nature.
Yeah, and now we're gonna learn about the sack.
We already know about the sack, but oh gosh.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
The object also contained deleted data that leads us to another object, SCP-1689. It's a bag of potatoes that never goes empty. When potatoes are removed from it, new ones quickly appear inside via some complex process. But I don't think these objects are really connected in any way. After all, the skull
You don't
It's right
really.
here!
Ah!
They were put
Yeah.
together!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were found together. We don't know if they're actually connected.
Also, we do know the potatoes come from a completely different universe that died via potatoes. That keep coming.
Patch, how are you feeling?
Don't ask me questions right now.
There.
skull comes from Ireland, and the bag comes from the Siberian village of Kosovo. The reference to the sack of potatoes is most likely present due to the fact that the anomalous skull performed the same function for the inhabitants of the Irish village. For decades, if not more, it fed the local population, and also protected them in an unknown way to us. But then something changed dramatically. I can only assume that earlier, before 1869, the skull was intact, and tons of potatoes came out of it. In gratitude to the skull, the locals performed rituals every night. But then the potato skull was attacked by a late blight, a disease that harms many crops. The skull began to rot, and instead of potatoes, it began to produce green gas, which caused everything around to rot. But how could an ordinary phytophthora spoil a powerful anomalous artifact? It's pretty hard to believe. There are two
I am so confused. What?
They're basically claiming an event that does not pop up on the file, where basically it went from a protector to rotting the skull and releasing the gas. He's adding an event that never happened in the village that made them dislike the skull.
Oh, I realized what was gonna happen. Now he's gonna go to his fucking conspiracy theories.
Oh, this is not the SCP to do that with.
Yeah. Here's 3, 2, 1.
Two options here. The first is that someone cheated in conducting rituals and reading runes. For example, they put the emphasis somewhere wrong, or mispronounced a word or a single sound, or violated the order in the conduct of one of the rituals. After
What?
that, there was a malfunction in the system, and instead of potatoes, rotting gas began to ooze from the skull. The second option is that people angered the deity or spirit behind the skull. They didn't
What?
appreciate his provision of potatoes, and over time became disrespectful to the skull. Punishment from the deity was not long in coming. The skull
What?
became cursed, but didn't stop demanding attention. If before you had to read runes to get food in the form of potatoes, now they must be read so as not to die from corrosive gas. Reading runes is far from the only precaution against the anomaly. It's currently being held in Research Sector
Right.
861.
So, it's a dead Irish person. Just
Yeah.
a quick problem.
Uh-huh.
What runes?
It just says runes in the article. It doesn't specify.
I'm gonna look up if there's any Gaelic rune sets.
Yeah, because every rune that I've seen thus far is part of Futhark, which is Norse.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure if that was Norse runes or not. I thought they were, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so I had confirmation.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say, oh, that's Norse runes, and then be entirely wrong. Aren't you glad he came back?
Okay, they might be referring to things that are not quite rune sets. We don't know what to call them. There's things from ancient Irish that we do not have words for, and we do not know what they mean.
Oh.
The knots. We know what some of them mean, but not all of them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And while it would make sense to bring that up, I don't think he's going to.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, I found something.
Oh.
Here are some, like, I did not think I would find any actual runes, but here we are.
Oh, you got pictures?
Used by Gaels in Ireland as early as the 4th century.
Hmm.
Ogham. What is
Oh.
Ogham? I'm going to look up Ogham symbols because that might be what they're referring to.
Those runes are a lot of lines.
Okay, let me just. Yeah, so apparently they had their own writing system as well. So they should have been using this instead of the Celtic rune sets. I know those are easier to find, but this is clearly what the SCP file likely meant.
Yeah.
Well, they're not using Celtic, they're using Norse.
Yep.
I know they're not being accurate in the video.
So obviously everyone
Yeah.
knows the Vikings are Irish.
I'll bite you.
3, 2, 1.
The skull itself is placed on a
Wait, I want to go back for a quick second. Doesn't it kind of look like Doofenshmirtz's building?
I was about to say, Doofenshmirtz decided to join the SCP Foundation, and the fucking 05 council members just could not get him to to stop putting in big bold letters SCP Foundation on the side of his new tower.
Oh, can I just comment that the SCP files definitely suggest the skull belonged to someone who died of the famine, and they decided to go, oh, it's a god or a deity, and that just
Yes.
bothers me a lot. Is that bad?
No.
That's fair.
Okay. Oh,
3, 2, 1.
The skull itself is placed on a 20-inch, half-meter pedestal made of steel. It's located in a room about 96 square feet, or 9 square meters big. The 20-inch or half-meter walls in the cell are made of steel. The entrance door is made of the same material. It's completely sealed off and doesn't let in any light or air. This corresponds to some AH-37 protocol. There are 2 armed guards with a level 1 clearance on duty at the door at all times. Indoors, the object is monitored by a video camera around the clock. It's important that D-Class personnel come as close as possible to the skull while reading. The reader should be no more than about a foot or 30 centimeters away from the anomaly. The correct pronunciation during the reading ritual is checked by a microphone with
kind
a
of
speech recognition
runes?
function. To become an anomalous rune reader, an employee must train for at least a week. Specialists in linguistics make every effort to ensure this. They teach the staff how to read
After
runes,
me.
paying special attention to pronunciation, since the dialect must also be appropriate. Since anything can happen to employees from this category, there should always be at least 20 D-Class personnel at the ready who can read and pronounce runes, or at least learning to read runic texts at the moment.
Can I do it
In
next?
the case of SCP-77, it's safe to say that knowledge prolongs life, since trained personnel are prohibited from being eliminated, at least until the next rotation. Linguists are involved in more than just the learning. Since the runes change frequently, specialists must always be
don't
on
know
the
these.
alert to explain in time how to read a particular symbol. Usually, they immediately figure out how to pronounce a new rune, and translate it, verbatim, and in meaning. A special archive was created to store this data.
Did he just shout potatoes?
Oh my god.
it's
What does
very,
this rune mean? It means potatoes. In case this needs to be said, none of these language systems that we're looking at whether the Norse one that they've put in here or the Gaelic,
Yeah.
like the ancient Gaelic, neither of them would have had a word for potatoes.
Because potatoes
Because
exist at the time those were made.
yeah, potatoes are fucking new world plants. They did
Yeah.
they did not exist in Europe until colonization.
Yeah. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
meaning. A special archive was created to store this data. What's more, all readers must understand the meaning of the runes they read, otherwise the
Oh
restrained
my
spell
god.
will not work.
You
There's
see what I said?
Is that just
Yeah.
racism at this
This whole video was just offending Irish people.
point about the potato famine? And they keep talking like there's potato written on it when one, it's not potato written on there, and two, they're not even using the right rune sets. Because I guess all rune sets are the same. Oh god, fucking goddamn.
As we all know, Sanskrit is the same thing as the phonetic alphabet that we use.
Yeah. Anyway, said 3, 2, 1.
There's one question that haunts me. Who even owned the skull? Whose brain did it carry within it? And whose face was stretched across it? Since the skull is associated with potatoes and Ireland, then the person is related to these two concepts. Okay-ish hints, to be
Thank
honest.
God.
The whole of Ireland is closely related to the potato, so these facts don't really narrow the search. Ireland and
I will end you.
How did he ended up getting so weirdly racist against Irish as it concerns a famine that literally had such a racist response to it? This is so horrible.
Oh, that's actually cute for the horse name.
Potato. Because their name was Potatoes, but whoever was writing it heard potatoes.
Alright, it's gonna get straight into the potato famine. 3, 2, 1.
and potatoes are like me and anomalies. They're inseparable. Their stories are closely
Ugh. Irish existed a long time before potatoes were introduced. They can be separated. It is possible.
So you're using the you're seeing the stereotype of Irish people and potatoes. It's always been a thing, is what he's basically saying.
Yeah, but it wasn't always a thing. I'm only part Irish, but I'm also fully angry.
Oh, I'm very Irish, and my family's been heavily affected by the famine, so I'm really pissed. I just don't act pissed because I don't like getting angry.
Okay.
intertwined. However, I will risk suggesting something. The skull probably belonged to the same person who first introduced the Irish people to this important product.
Oh
As
my
for
god.
who this hero was, there was fierce disputes. Granted, the majority still believed that it was not an Irishman, but rather an Englishman. Some thought it was Sir Walter Raleigh. Others blamed
Oh
Sir
my
Francis
God.
Drake. Still others blamed John Hawkins. In fact, some Spaniard most likely brought the potatoes, because it was the subjects of Spain who were the first in Europe to try potatoes. But where can one find this Spaniard now? Where the top of his skull is, I know. But what about his
Hey.
personality? Now, I'm gonna tell you a completely crazy idea. What if there were never any potatoes in America at all? Suppose there was
What?
some person with anomalous properties or predispositions, and he lived on the American continent. When he died, the Spanish colonizers discovered that his body gave rise to a strange vegetable, which they later called the
What?
potato. The colonial
What the fuck?
There's so many variants of potatoes, and he's acting like there's just one potato to rule them all, one potato to bind them. Did I just Lord of the Rings potato?
I. How the fuck? How the fuck did they manage to make this from what's the term? Iberianism? There's like a specific term for anti-Irish racism.
Yeah.
They went from racism against Irish to racism against Native Americans.
Yeah, how the fuck do you manage that?
I don't know. There's still more time left. There's more. 3, 2, 1.
Colonialists
up,
divided
I
the remaining
mean-
parts and sent them to different regions of the
Oh,
planet.
okay.
The skull went to Ireland.
The
Other bones
word
were
is
spread across Europe, Asia, and Africa.
I'm so angry. He just ended on the
Am-
most psychotic, racist theory about Native American ever.
are the best fight me. Am I coming through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like trying to talk and then you started the video.
I didn't hear you at first, and I was so sorry.
Okay.
Discord been talking about you that point.
Okay, so the word that I was thinking of is hibernophobia.
Ah. Alright, before we go.
So we,
Oh, sorry.
just go ahead.
I'll say before we go through the rubric, we got deviated plot, edit on native plot, clickbait thumbnail, and racism.
Uh,
Anyways, removal of character / license. No, they didn't remove any characters, and they kept the author.
They did not remove any characters.
They kept the author.
Yeah.
0. Altered / added gore or violence.
How do we register the amount of violence they added? Like, they casually added, let's chop up a Native American and send them across the world as a theory. How do we even register the amount of violence they just randomly fucking added?
Even more so that like pretty concretely says that what they're saying is that eating potatoes is a form of cannibalism.
Yeah.
This is just it's just
We cannot forget the other weird added violence they added was their weird theory on why the people in that city started to resent the skull,
Yeah.
which was just more added violence, but also weird. Why did they do that?
humans are just very advanced potatoes. I mean, I have a lot of like potato-like qualities, you know, I live underground,
Oh my god.
am round,
Oh my god.
I
Sorry, shit, when you die, you will not turn into potatoes.
but I wanna.
Wait,
I'm
but what
sorry,
if
detective
but
was
what if
wrong
on
and
your corpse you have potato seeds?
What's the thought? Also, did you just say potato seeds?
Yeah, I mean potatoes. I don't know why I said seeds.
you could use seeds. There are potato seeds, but do you
Wait, there
really
are?
want to?
Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
I
Neat.
thought that they just like were the seed of sorts. Like you just plop the root down and then the root
You can
grows.
follow it that way, but there's also actual seeds.
Oh.
Huh.
Neat.
Oh my
So
god, can this
So 2 or a 3?
I feel like a solid. Honestly, I'd be leaning toward a 4. Honestly,
I
Okay.
would also be leaning towards a 4 because all the added violence they did add was
Yeah.
just so psycho, like 10 out of 10 crazy. Like, the fuck are they even thinking?
Yeah, deviates from the plot of the article.
also I was gonna mention
Yeah.
another anachronism. They kind of implied from the way that they formulated that last sequence that Native Americans had guns before colonization.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
also no. Uh have a good night, Zanju.
Yeah.
Also, I shared a picture of potato flowers, potato berries, and potato seeds.
Huh.
Cool.
Yeah. So, deviates from the plot of the article. There was a lot of deviation.
There was
That's
a lot of information.
based solely upon what I saw, I think too.
Yeah, they still kept to the core, but they changed a lot.
Here's the fun one.
They kept the body, but they rearranged the limbs.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the fun one. Only men in video slash offensiveness.
Just put a 4, man.
Or
Like, I'll sometimes hesitate to do the higher levels when we're talking about uh an individual little moment of bigotry or something, but when the entire the entire context of the video is rooted in extremely fucked real world history and they mismanage that, that's where it gets above and beyond to
yeah, and
me.
they crazy racism about Irish as it pertains to real events that horribly murdered all of them and involved real world racism. And then they go randomly to crazy racism at the end to Native Americans and make up some weird bullshit about events that the closest to those events actually happening in the real world were very racist events and definitely involved Native Americans getting slaughtered for no fucking reason.
Yeah, this is insensitive on a level similar to if we saw someone cover um the skinny boy
Oh,
based
yeah.
SCP and proceed to make it all about how we need to get rid of all the other skinny boys
Mm-hmm.
and start making conspiracy theorizing things about how all the people in power are actually the skinny boys.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a similar level of offensiveness here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, let's go to the last two, because the last two are 4 minutes or under 4 minutes. So we can get this done real quickly. Uh, the next one is a well-known one, is hand-drawn Cassie,
Yay.
which is very sad SCP. Alright.
I can't,
Hmm?
I'm being frustrated because I'm trying to 100% my fish decks in this playthrough of Dredge, and I have used like 9 exotic bait on the coelacanth spot, and it just keeps giving me standard coelacanth instead of the aberrated coelacanth.
That's fair.
I'm getting mad. Why are all of the coelacanths around here normal? Have you seen what's going on in this game?
Absolutely not.
What do you what do you mean absolutely? You've played this game.
Have I?
You've played. I learned of Dredge because you played it on stream.
Oh, that game. Wait, I got you into Dredge?
Yes.
Well, like you didn't like directly get me to Dredge, but like you're the one who introduced me to the existence of it.
Oh.
And it's like half a year later I decide to pick it up because it's on crowd control.
Yeah, anyways. Hand-drawn Cassie. Item SCP-085. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. Revised on redacted. 085 is to be contained on a single chalk whiteboard drawing pad in a secure containment facility. 085's contact with 085 is unrestricted to all personnel with level 2 access. All personnel coming into contact with 085 are subject to searches and random psych analysis upon entering or leaving a containment area. Absolutely no paper or canvas media are allowed to exit 085's containment room. Any paper trash must be disposed of by incineration after a careful inspection. Paper and art supplies are to be brought in only by authorized personnel. In case of fire, flames are smothered using rapid atmospheric replacement and CO2 dumping system. Personnel are advised to quickly secure an oxygen mask and tank from the wall at the first sign of smoke or fire to prevent asphyxiation, as this procedure cannot be halted until all fires are suppressed. Alright, description. 085 is a result of an experiment conducted between 067 and 914. You know what the clockwork machine is, and next SCP is actually 067, which is the fountain pen.
Yeah. So 067 is a very specific fountain pen, and 914, for those who don't know, is a clockwork device that does not use electricity, that has an input and output booth.
Yeah.
They probably put something that the pen made into the input, and the output out came 085.
Uh,
Hmm?
we could just read it.
Using 067 test subject 1101F drew a single female figure about 15 centimeters, 6 inches in height, and 3.8 centimeters, 1.5 inches wide, and summer dress of long hair pulled back in a ponytail with the names Cassandra, written under Dr. Expunge. Posed using 914 in various settings on images created by 067. Using a fine setting, the Cassandra sketch was transmuted into her present form, a sentient black and white animated young woman drawn in clean strokes. Further attempts to duplicate this result have been unsuccessful. 085 prefers to be called Cassie. She is completely sentient and, as of redacted, aware of her 2D form and her limitations in a 3-dimensional world. Although her voice is inaudible, she has learned to communicate with the SP Foundation personnel through sign language and writing. 085 may be communicated with by writing text on the paper she exists on. Personnel report that she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely. 085 can interact with any drawn object on the same page as if it were real. For example, she is able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages. Except for animals and people, any drawn object becomes animated when in contact with 085, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicted as in motion, such as ocean waves and swaying trees, animate into an equilibrium state and stay at rest until acted upon by 085. 085 has also demonstrated ability to transfer one sheet or image to another as long as the two are flush. In the event 085 enters a picture that does not support drawn objects, such as a repeating pattern, the picture is converted to a background image. 085 perceives the picture as an endless plane of an image drawn upon it. At the present time, 085 can only exist upon paper or canvas surfaces. 085 cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment.
Okay, you're cutting it out a lot, Aaron.
God damn it, Discord! I hate Discord.
Okay.
Alright. At present time, 085 can only exist upon paper or canvas surfaces. 085 cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment. When entering other pieces of art, 085 takes on the artistic style of her new environment. Whether it be a comic book, an oil painting, watercolor, or charcoal sketching. Note, in comic form, her voice is visible as thought and voice bubbles around her head in typical comic fashion. And as she moves between panels, the perspective of her relative size are altered appropriately. Document 085-1, Introduction to Several Prints, authored by M.C. Escher. Research center, is this known as ascending and descending? What do you think? At this point, 085 walks a few times down the staircase. It's pretty, I guess. Would make a neat exercise track. You see nothing inconsistent with the staircase. Now, as far as I can tell, it just loops around, down, up all the time. Why don't more staircases do that? It's pretty neat. After this session, 085 requested several impossible objects in her own environment. These requests are pending O5 review. Document 0085-2, Incident A. Prior to redacted, 085 was unaware of its status as a two-dimensional object in a three-dimensional world. Prior security protocols required that 085 be kept unaware of its true nature in order to prevent psychological distress. Discrepancies with the perceived real world were presented as dreams or nightmares, and an effort was made to present 085 with a scenario in which it was the last surviving human in post-apocalyptic world searching for survivors. The deception was quickly broken following an incident where an SCP Foundation researcher accidentally brought a hard copy of 085 Special Containment Procedures report into the containment facility and allowed it to contact the artifact's current location. 085 transferred onto the document before the researcher could remove it and was immediately made aware of its true nature. Because of the containment breach, several researchers advocated immediate destruction of the artifact. The decision was appealed to the O5 Council, which in a redacted to redacted decision, advocated for 085's continuing existence. This revelation of her true nature, observers have noted 085 has begun to show signs of clinical depression. Psychotherapy has been proposed, but the nature of the artifact's state of existence may make it difficult. Some success has been had providing 085 tangible means to distract herself from her condition. In addition, for the aforementioned optical illusions, 085 expressed particular interest in a set of technical drawings for a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible, transferring the parts one by one to a more naturalistic artwork, then assembling the vehicle by hand over a period of a year, gasoline being provided through a Norman Rockwell print of a gas station attendant. Requests for further versions of this nature are pending O5 level review and approval. Like I said, this is a very depressing SCP.
How?
Because she understood what's going on. She's not actually in the three-dimensional world like everyone else, and that she's stuck on a piece of paper for eternity.
I mean, yeah, like that's her existence, but I don't see how it's like inherently depressing.
She
Yeah.
seems a bit lonely, but not
Yeah.
unhappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing about the the article is the fucking dickbags who immediately jump to let's terminate the object.
Yeah. Just grabbing the thumbnail. Oh, what the fuck?
Show it here.
This is getting a far.
Show us the 4.
Give me a moment, damn. In 3, 2, 1.
We had
Yeah,
seen this thumbnail multiple times,
true.
like in the description and stuff, but for a second it looked like he was grabbing her chest.
Oh god, yeah, it does. But why is its hand turning into the drawing?
Because
Um,
she's supposedly dragging him into her world.
she wants a friend.
Yeah.
I'd join her.
I kill him.
Oh my god. So, 4?
Yeah. 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Wait, what the fuck? Its name is different in the videos. Project Flare Episode 1. SCP-085 Hand-Drawn Cassie. What is this over here in my YouTube recommended?
Well, it's obviously Smash.
I've never seen that before, and all of a sudden that shows up. Okay. Yeah. I received an unexpected surprise on my doorstep, along with a request to write a story about SCP-085. I couldn't even think how much this anomaly had to do with that innocent gift. I'm sure you will be surprised as I was. And it does contain the license and the author. Are we ready to get into this?
I
No,
guess.
but go ahead.
At least it's
can't-
only 4 minutes 23 seconds.
What'd you say, Jerry?
At least look at the bright side. It can't be worse than the last video, I think.
Watch it be proven
I mean,
wrong.
yeah. I mean, at the very least, I can confidently say that there is no hand-drawn race of people for him to be offensive toward.
For now.
One?
For now. I'm gonna make paper people.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening, viewers of The Void, or figments of my imagination, whatever you
Oh
really are.
god, hold
What the
up,
fuck?
hold up. What was all the echoing there? Was it coming through Jiri or?
Yeah, I think so. What was that about?
You there, Jerry?
Jerry?
The fuck?
My mom called.
Ow.
Oh, okay.
Anyways. Do you want us to continue?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll call her back after the stream.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, viewers of The Void, or figments of my imagination, whatever you
Wait,
really
what?
are. Before we begin, it would be rude of me not to give a shout out to a fan who simply called themselves IT for sending this souvenir to my doorstep. It's a magnificent replica of the Candle of Life, and it came with a request for the subject of tonight's briefing.
What?
What?
Huh?
Also, is it just me or does his voice sound different?
Not particularly.
Okay, so it's just me.
What's the Candle of Life have to do with Cassandra?
Hell I know.
Nothing. I think he might just be just. Is he describing something that actually happened?
I think
But like the
so.
voice, the narrator isn't the guy who actually like runs the channel, right?
No.
So like, how would this? What? This is. Uh. Whatever.
Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. Even I have a price, and that price is being buttered up like a turkey. To no one's
What?
surprise, nor to their delight, the SCP Foundation has never had any hesitation regarding the mixing and matching of different anomalies for their own personal gain. While many creatures lost their lives due to
Oh my, no.
the
Well,
Foundation's
move it, move
repulsive
it, move.
efforts, one
Okay.
life
Now I have to fucking edit this video. See, use the original depiction of 173. I hate you. Fuck you. You know how much of a pain in the fucking ass it is to do that?
Also, I didn't have a way to become bigots in this video, and I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
What?
I said I didn't think they could find a way to become bigots in this video, and for that I apologize.
Huh?
What are they being bigoted against?
They said the SCP Foundation like combines SCPs regularly profit.
That's not a bigoted statement. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a wrong statement, but
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
it's SCP is not a race of being.
All right, they're not a race, they're just an organization. You can't
Yeah.
really offend an organization unless it's PETA or something.
Granted, this what they're describing sounds more like Marshall Carter in Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
was created as a byproduct. Due to an unnatural combination of two separate, inanimate anomalies, a drawing of a young girl gained sentience. The name given
Why did he struggle to draw the girl? Like he had to stop himself.
Well, isn't
Oh.
isn't that pen like it draws on its own when you hold it?
Oh, that might be right, yeah. Never mind. Also, the intake is not that huge, if I remember correctly.
It's the size of a fucking van's back end.
Yeah. Yeah, granted, it's big enough for, like, I think 5'6" person, but it's not bigger than that. Like the door. Like, it's not that wide.
Yeah.
Aliens.
to her was Cassandra, which is a little too much if you ask me. As she had been kept in her own containment cell since her accidental creation, SCP-85 was unaware of her condition.
They just
Content
make
to
her
converse with researchers
anime?
through sign language and accepting their experiments on herself as if they were
Do you expect them to draw in a more detailed style?
Anime.
Then again, yeah, like she's different from like the style that everything else is drawn with, so she's like hand art style within this artistic representation of the SCP universe is just anime. Okay.
Yeah.
Could have done a simplified version of realism. It wouldn't have been that hard, and it would have looked more accurate.
Fair. But they're too lazy. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
gifts.
I mean,
During
I'm
these
fine
studies,
with the
sub-
waifu though.
Oh my god.
What?
Said I'm fine with the waifu.
Hatchet.
Fair enough.
What?
I don't blame you,
Get
but I
expre-
will. Like a sketchy realism is very easy to do. It takes seconds.
Yeah.
You are trained in art class specifically for it to take seconds.
Yeah.
You think these people went to art class?
No.
Touche.
If I remember correctly, I think how they got these animations done is they went to Fiverr artist.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I never touched Fiverr again because I got scammed way too many times.
Oh my.
As
That
well,
tracks.
as well as that one model I refused to ever use because they just, instead of doing what I wanted, they race swapped, and that just makes me a bit uncomfortable. I used it once, then I realized, oh. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Studies, the subject expressed a growing affinity for exploration and research, as well as the nickname Cassie. Upon making contact with any drawn or painted objects, SCP-85 has shown the
Oh my
ability to
God.
be able to move and manipulate them at her will. But the same could not be said for her drawn living objects, which remained stiff as statues even when pushed and pulled by the subject.
Wait, hold on. They pulled out of
I will admit that is a moderately funny thing that they did,
the.
but also I don't think that's how that would look.
Yeah. It's funny, but no. 3, 2, 1.
Subject. SCP-85 would, therefore, only ever be allowed to socialize with the
Ow.
SCP researchers, while she, due to her innocence, remained oblivious to the true nature of her
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Add abuse to Cassie?
They just what?
What they just I
I think that would count as added violence, right?
They just violently abused Cassie randomly.
Right.
just crumple up the piece of paper she's on and somehow like launch her into another area. That's just what?
Right. What the fuck?
I'm more confused than I am mad.
Right. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
relationship with them and of their intentions. The entry of any kind of paper, parchment, or canvas was strictly prohibited within SCP-85's containment zone. Those were the only two materials that the subject could apparently transfer herself onto, but that didn't stop her from trying to make her way onto other surfaces and materials. Researchers eventually took note of SCP-85's tempered adoration for life, which made her a popular subject to visit. They sought to understand what made her happy, even in the conditions she was in. However, this would change, as her happiness would turn out to be temporary and circumstantial. One fateful day, at this rate all days are fateful, when an overeager counselor accidentally brought a research paper into the containment zone. SCP-85 excitedly transferred onto it, believing it to be a routine experiment. Within seconds, the subject learned everything about her unique condition
Oh,
and the
God.
foundation itself, leaving her scared and in shock as she tried to comprehend what was going on. Since the incident with Siri, SCP-85 has exhibited signs of clinical depression.
Wait,
and
since the incident with Siri? Yeah, since the incident with Siri.
Changed Cassie to Siri because I guess she's a robot now.
What is happening in this video?
Drugs.
They changed her name.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Since the incident with Siri, SCP-85 has exhibited signs of clinical depression and even existential dread, struggling to exhibit curiosity in the objects and world around, as she now knows it all to be fiction, a mere fabrication by the Foundation. For some time, the subject seemed to find herself more attracted to the tangible distractions of our world around her, showing a dedication to the researcher and their work, which was possibly an attempt to make herself feel like she belonged. She appeared to have been slightly more enthusiastic, until recently vanishing from her containment without a trace, despite having no—
Wait, what?
This is so let's actually like wrap up everything that was just randomly dropped. So they showed visually the Mustang incident
Yeah.
and didn't like talk about the fact that that made her feel fulfilled and that she was doing better.
Yeah.
and then they randomly. What do you want, Festus?
Fence
And then
disappeared.
they randomly fucking just drop. Oh, but she vanished. I mean, she didn't actually vanish, but she vanished. Why though?
Well,
Right.
why acting like she's fucking Carmen San Diego? How far do they think she can run?
I just. Why?
I don't know. Anyways,
Why
Just why?
a physical abuse against Cassie? Why did they
right.
change her name?
We don't know. Anyways, anyways, there's more left. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1.
known means of exit from the airtight sealed cell, and that's it. The story of SCP-85 is a short one, only being as long as it is happy, not nearly as gruesome or grotesque as the tales of the true SCP Foundation often become, so it doesn't take up much space in the data-mined SCP archives. Wait a minute. It does take up a lot of space. How can that be? So the Foundation thinks it can hide something from me, huh? They probably can, but I'm annoyingly persistent. Aha.
What?
Restored.
Hello, Cassie. It's Siri. Are you ready for Project Flare?
Oh. Siri was the name of the
Trying to do
person who introduced the containment procedure thing.
Okay.
And he's trying his hand at serialization. I want to die. Please
can't-
kill me.
Don't leave us.
Yeah, so removal of character / license.
Fuck my life.
That's not a number.
I don't think they removed any characters.
Yeah. So next one, they're just added gore violence.
I don't know how they managed to add violence to Cassie, but they did. I guess it's a 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Like,
forgot to
one
say.
extreme, like, background instance.
I forgot to say for the bingo we got deviated plot, added unneeded plot, clickbait thumbnail, and added violence. I clicked those last two because at the end it talked about somehow escaping and Project Flare,
Uh,
which made no sense.
I've come to the regrettable conclusion
Yeah.
that this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Deviates for the plot of the article.
2?
That feels appropriate, yeah.
Ugh.
Only men in the video says offensiveness. There were women. But
There were women, but they often showed her getting abused, and
yeah.
that was weird and uncomfortable.
And it's
I
just
feel like
white
that's
people.
the one. Yeah.
It's also just white people again.
Oh, you're right. Does that mean it's a 2? I think it's a.
Wait,
Feels like
wait,
1.
wait.
Huh?
I was about to say, why would it be 2?
Because racism, but also randomly, often like abusing a woman. I guess
I mean, it
because
happened once. It happened once.
Twice.
Did it happen twice? I only remember the crumpling up paper.
They did it at least twice. I noticed it because it made me feel uncomfortable that they kept doing it.
I only saw once, but whatever.
It was twice at least.
So do we do 2 or 1?
We could skim through the video to count all the times they tossed Cassie out of paper.
Oh yeah, she during a special containment procedure they forcibly shook her out.
Oh, that part. I mean, I wouldn't
As
really.
she tried to comprehend.
That doesn't even really feel like much violence compared to the crumpling.
Yeah.
That was still tossing her out, but in a different way. Yes, one tossing was more aggressive and violent than the other. They were both tossing.
Yeah, but
You don't shake people like they're in a cereal box.
whatever. I don't have this. I do not have the wherewithal to argue or anything. Just whatever.
Put 2.
Or
I
one.
I would still be thinking 1, but it's whatever.
I'll go with 1 then. Let's add it up. It's gonna do better than the previous one, at least.
That's not a big step.
Yeah, it's 40%. Oh wait, no, not 40%. 60%. God damn it! I was looking at how much was taken out.
You heard it here first, folks. Aaron doesn't know how to math.
Fuck you.
She does. She was just confused. It was probably the dyslexia. I get it.
I mean, I don't know how to math either. I just accept it.
Alright.
Sometimes I'm trying to do math, my brain will reverse things. And sometimes when I think things, my brain will reverse things. It's
Oh,
one of the things dyslexia does sometimes. It scrambles information.
huh, that's neat. The same author of Cassie is the same author of The Pen.
I thought we already knew that.
Yeah.
I haven't read The Pen before, so I didn't know.
We have read The Pen before.
Have we? I don't remember.
Yes. We have read both The Pen and Cassie at least once before for this exact thing.
But a different person.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember. But anyways. This is the Artist Pen, aka SCP-067. Object Class Save. Special Containment Procedures. When not in use or in subject of study, 067 is to be stored in its felt-lined wooden box. The nib is to be corked, and all art and writings are to be submitted to SP Research Command for analysis and further experimentation. Description. Series 7 is a fountain pen made by a German supplying company called Pelikan at some point between World War I and II. It is a pale green in color with a single red line going straight down along the side. The shell is oak and the nib is extremely sharp, capable of piercing human skin if pressed even lightly. Though it apparently lacks a reservoir, the nib never appears to run out of fresh ink. In addition, the pen writes in iron gall ink, which is suitable for artists but would normally corrode typical fountain pens quickly. Researchers have surmised that any subject holding 067 loses all autonomy of the hand and arm that grasp it. Full sensation is intact, but the arm below the elbow is controlled by unknown forces. Theoretically centralized within 067, one effect is that the controlled hand will start to use the pen to write a detailed biography of the individual holding the pen. The biography will include such information as the person's name, age, date of birth, criminal record, fears, etc. Other times, the pen has been known to write such things as the occurrence that happened in the person's lifetime. For example, when test subject 1204M held 067, he began to write a detailed record of a motor vehicle accident he had been in the year before. Later, the subject admitted that many details penned in the account were not readily available to him at present time. The subject had forgotten many elements present when in the written work, including his previous car license plate number and the other vehicle's color and so on. Such stated that his memory of the event was so fresh in his mind during the transcription that he could taste the blood in his mouth. Ugh.
Fun.
Yeah. Subjects holding 067 have been known to create intricate works of art despite the subject lacking any formal art training or previous tendencies toward drawing. For example, test subject 1102F, a young woman with no previous artistic experience, was able to draw a winged creature resembling SCP Redacted, described by researchers present as data expunged. When subjects are asked to explain what happens when they hold 067, the typical response is that the subject freely relinquishes control of their appendage to 067 so that it completes its work unimpeded. You know that before we get to you know what? That would be really fucked if what she drew was predatory art. Because doesn't predatory art have is a winged humanoid?
Mm,
I
I don't think so.
thought it was. I thought it was like an owl creature.
I mean, it's an owl creature, but like it's depicted with arms.
Ow. I don't know why in my head immediately thought she drew the predatory art.
I mean, it's not like we would. It's not like it would actually do anything if she did.
Fair enough. Despite being instructed to not draw or write, subjects describe feelings of empathy, admiration, and cooperation with 067 that coerces them toward a will not their own. Quoted response 01, I don't know how to explain it, it just happened. When I picked up the pen, it seemed as if my hand wasn't my own anymore. I knew I could move if I wanted to, but I chose not to because I loved the picture I was drawing. It was like my hand had life. Suddenly my hand stopped, and I realized I had complete control over my hand again. I put the pen back down. I looked at the drawing and saw how beautiful it was. I guess the pen decided it was done and was finished with me. Tests and experiments. On Redacted 2000 Redacted, a test was done to see how the pen affected living creatures other than humans. Experiment 001. Test subject. The test subject, a male rhesus
Macaque.
macaque, aged 2 years 4 months, who had previously learned how to use pens and markers, was placed in a standard psychological surveillance room, neutral wall coloration, one-way observation mirrors. With 067, a work table, and a pad of paper. Subject picked up 067 with his left foot, then it took it in his right hand, and then tasted it. Subject then put the pen down on the paper and smelled it. After 30 seconds, subject picked up 067 again, and began tapping it repeatedly on the table. Subject also began tapping 067 on its own body. Subject tapped 067 with increasing force until ink was being splattered on his fur. Subject then threw 067 onto the floor. The sequent mechanical analysis revealed no damage. At this point, the subject tore a page from the pad of paper and began rubbing it on the ink in its fur. This continued for 3 minutes, after which subject clutched the page in its teeth and leaped from the work table onto the ledge of the observation mirror with such force that the table was knocked over. Subject began smearing the ink from the paper onto the observation mirror while making repeated vocalizations. Subsequent analysis revealed that 50% of vocalizations were consistent with the typical distress vocalizations of rhesus macaque, and 50% were unfamiliar.
Why do you pronounce it like macaque?
Don't know.
It's a macaque.
Macaque.
Cack.
I don't know why I said macaque.
Macaque.
After 6 minutes of smearing ink on the observation mirror, subject began tearing at the page with his teeth and claws, but dropped before destroying more than 20% of the paper. Subject then collapsed on the floor, breathing rapidly and repeating the unfamiliar, atypical vocalizations. Subject's handler reports that once removed from psychological surveillance room, subject's mood improved rapidly. Subject was closely observed for 2 months following the experiment, but did not repeat the atypical vocalizations. The sheet of paper was filed away and data expunged. So, only humans can use it.
Seems like it.
Alright, let me get the thumbnail real quick. Does this guy just have a thing for 067?
You mean what?
I mean, not 067. Oh, I was reading the thumbnail thing. 085. I'm sorry, 085. I'm sorry. You ready? Revealing
I
thumbnail.
guess, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Double B.
Uh, just, just make it a 4 and move on. Were you trying to
Yeah.
say something, Jerry?
Yeah, it's a 4.
Alright, ready to see the video?
Maybe.
Alright.
Sure.
Wait, what the fuck? Video's being derived by and it links to this and written by no one. What's this? What's this link? Oh, dude. The thing they linked was how to write an SCP.
What are we? What?
And here, where they're supposed to link the SCP, it goes to here.
I see.
And for the author, there's just dot dot dot.
Right. Oh, that's a 2 on that category off the bat.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because they've been pretty good about this.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, just how to write an SCP.
That's just I don't know. That's just weird.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so, description SCP-067, known as the Pelican Pin, now is known as the Artist Pin, takes control of the hand, filling the paper with enigmatic biographies. These peculiar ink writings deserve attention as they transport us into the realm of someone else's memories and emotions.
That's not how you use the word enigmatic.
Why
But
did they
okay,
say
then.
it's known as the Pelican Pen?
I don't know, because it's made by Pelican.
I'm just clicking some things right now. Alright. We ready?
No, but go ahead.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. What the fuck?
Alright, new plan. Let's look somewhere else. Who are you, Siri? Wait, hold on just a second. What, in the cheese crackers? Well, well. Looks like we found something spicy. Thus should be
What?
perfect for today's briefing. Decades prior to SCP Foundation studies and the Nazi-funded supernatural experiments run during World War II,
I'm sorry.
Did they just add Nazis to a pen?
Granted, it was created between World War One and World War Two, but still.
Okay, bud, sure.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
There existed a small German supply company that went by the name of Pelican. The Pelican scientists would intercept, evaluate, and store ancient artifacts excavated from the ruins all over the world, hoping to innovate something new from the ancient lost knowledge of our ancestors. They were incentivized by the government to discover a new mineral, something that could
What?
create a global necessity, in an effort to salvage Germany's faltering economy from the aftermath of World War.
Where is this information?
What the fuck are you on about, dude?
It's just a pen that would still people draw and write about their past.
Why did they add Nazis to a pen?
I don't know.
I mean, association with Germany, I guess.
Say something that should be obvious. Not all Germans were Nazis?
Well, they didn't.
Huh?
They were basically just like they mentioned the Nazis as like this happened before the Nazis.
I know, I'm saying towards him. Towards Detective Void.
Well, yeah, but he didn't say that. He didn't like he. It was just a framing piece, man.
Anyways, let's just continue. We went through 1 minute of the 3-minute video. 3, 2, 1.
War I. Sourced from various artifacts that remain unknown, even to the Foundation, one Pelican employee constructed a fountain pen that used iron gall ink, which is often used by artists, but known to corrode pens from the inside due to its nature. But such wasn't the case with the Pelican pen. In fact, no one's ever managed to pull it apart and find out why it's held strong for nearly a century. Because when a person wields the Pelican pen, it takes on a life of its own, writing out everything about its holder and what they need. It does research and creates art. Anything and everything. In the aftermath of World War II, the Allied forces collected any technological or supernatural anomalies they could get their hands on, and the Pelican pen was no exception. Within the next 5 years, the earliest incarnation of the SCP Foundation would seize and label the object as SCP-67. It was here that more students were done and detailed experiments were run on the pen,
Why was he
and it was
so-
discovered that SCP-67 would
What is happening?
You ever just like
Keys to the pen.
you ever just like pour bleach directly into your brain?
Oh my god.
Is that what this would feel like? Or is this
Maybe.
what that would feel like?
Maybe.
I don't know either way.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
would also force the user to illustrate with a talent far beyond their own skill level. A side effect that was preferred by researchers, though it was unpredictable when the pen would choose to illustrate or write. When put in the hands of non-humans, the subject proved to function as a normal pen, producing only senseless lines, proving that it needs a cognitively evolved mind to exhibit its abilities. The pen had no effect, as long as the
Dude,
ink
what
stage
the
contained
fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
I need to go back and see him punch the guy.
Monkey punching a researcher. This is not how this experiment was done.
But it is funny. 3, 2, 1.
to exhibit its abilities. The pen had no effect, as long as the ink stayed contained at least. Decades later, a
wanna
drive
show
from
Cassie.
SCP-67 would be placed inside SCP-914, a machine that enhanced anything placed inside it, possibly a debriefing for another time, as this machine has a
Wrong,
What would he
but
do?
also not wrong. 914 enhances it, but also... What's the opposite of enhances?
Degrades.
Degrades, yeah. It does
What?
both,
Downgrades.
Depends on the object you put in.
as well as setting. Setting is the most important part.
history of its own. This was a process from which SCP-85 was born. Attempts to recreate these results have since been unsuccessful, indicating once again that SCP anomalies are purely coincidental and cannot be replaced. And now, even though SCP-67
What?
has never been reported missing, this Siri counselor seems to wield it in every single video she appears. It's safe to say that, like my new candle of life, the pen must be a replica that— what?
What the fuck? And that's how the series ends. That's how it.
I think I'm glad that's where it died.
Okay.
So, remove character / license. So we just keep it at 2 because of the author and the fucking
Yeah,
link.
there's not really any characters to add or remove here.
Altered or added gore or violence. Well,
There's a monkey punching a guy in the dick.
as well for
Sorry.
some reason showing soldiers everywhere.
I guess that's the thing. Do we count it as added violence if they make references to actual conflicts IRL?
I don't know.
I think it hits the vibe check. I'd say like, yeah, I guess 2.
Okay.
TPs from the plot of the article. Well, about
Just
that.
I mean, the article doesn't have much plot to begin with, but this is just like if I tried to describe this article, but I was vaguely remembering it at 4 a.m. and I really needed to go to sleep.
It kind of almost felt like they run it through ChatGPT.
Kinda, yeah. It's like a tired AI trying to reiterate what the article's about.
Or like
I
it's when they were very drunk or high.
yeah. It's like you can see like bits and pieces of the original like scattered throughout, but like it's all intertwined with random bullshit. It's like if you took this article, put it through a blender, and then like put several other like just random text through a blender, piece them together yourself, and it's like, yeah, okay. Which I just I just described that, but that's also effectively what AI does. So yeah.
Yeah. So, like a 3 or a 4?
I'd say a 3. There's still some semblance of the original, like scattered among the pieces, but it's not in the right shape anymore.
Yeah. Only a minute of video / offensiveness.
Oh, okay, so we have women.
Yeah.
They showed Cassie and talked about this Siri character they've made up. Do we see any people of color?
No, everyone's just white.
So I guess 1.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this gets higher or lower. 60.
This died right when it should have.
Funny
We don't
enough,
need more.
I added this all up and it adds a 60.
No. Fancy.
Alright, now I gotta remember how to do the average thing.
Go, press, like, click on the final score section. Like, on the final score.
Oh, final score.
Oh wait, no, on the 7. That's right. Click on the 7,
Oh,
and then
I
down
see.
at the
Right.
bottom, you can do average 53%. Yay!
That's actually higher than the previous one.
Is that the highest percentage of
Oh
any of
wait,
them?
no, it's not. I just looked. I just looked it up, and I still have the save from the last one. It's the exact same.
Uh,
Wait, they got the exact same score?
Yes, and the previous one had more videos.
Huh. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. 53%. So you guys said you wanted to do the next content farm next week?
I think so, yeah.
yeah.
This was
Okay.
so short, it's like barely feels like a content farm. It's like a content garden patch.
That's because they deleted a lot of their videos, and I don't want to make a
Yeah.
Facebook account to see some of their old ones. That's one. Uh, two, some of the videos are up on other channels are in a different language, or they don't contain the exact same description as the actual video. So it's kind of hard to fully judge them, if you know what I mean.
So we'd basically have to go through a weird goose chase just to hunt content farm content.
I'm not doing that.
I'm fine with this becoming lost media.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Well,
That's
let it stay forever.
yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna say right here, right now, to the person who actually showed me where you can get all these videos and stuff like that, like the Facebook thing. Thank you, but I don't want to make a Facebook account or go through all the hassle of having to go through all those videos to try and do all that stuff. You're awesome for doing that, as well as sending me a translation for some GOI international groups that we needed. 'Cause that's the thing. I'm not sure if I told you. They actually found.
You
Okay,
mentioned it.
yeah. So when we go back, we can actually, you know, rank them.
E.
So yeah. So yeah. So that's it of Detective Void. I am very tired, even though I don't sound like it, and I want to go to bed, so I don't feel like rating.
Let's go. I have to pee and then call my mom back.
Yeah. Anyways, cheery. Last words go.
I have to pee. Also, don't be Detective Void. Don't be.
That's fair. Yeah. Hatchet. Last words go.
Um, when in doubt, uh, pop your eardrums with a needle?
Oh my.
It's better than this shit.
Anyways, Danger Knuckles. I hope to see you guys next time for your next mission. Tomorrow, me and Jerry will be doing the rest of the Woodlands National Park analog horror.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and
Aliens.
Thursday will be the GOI tier listing with Hatchet and Jerry. And Friday will be the first day I use my new computer. So I might be late. Depending on when I get it.
Aliens.
Yeah, so yeah. Anyways, see you later, Danger Noddles. And, it should. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Fuck!
What?
What?
Apparently, I can't use the fucking soundboard because I don't have fucking nitro anymore.
Yeah, yeah. The the nitro, like without nitro, the board is limited to servers.
Yeah, I actually tried using the other server I'm part of and it wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, you can only use sounds that are either global or from that server.
Bruh.
Yeah.
And it ends.